love it, she know I'm crazy. So go ahead and drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Get to taking that off me. Yeah. 'Cause I got the plug, I made the cup green. I'm talking late night for you.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up, and welcome to the Malone Room, the home of the aunties, uncles, nieces, and nephews, the home of the fam, the home of the grown and the sexy. Come on in, tell a friend, tell a friend. Shout out to everybody at Auntie Muumu's house. Shout out to everybody at Muumu's and Mimosas. Y'all, shout out. What's up, family? Come on in, listen. I'm actually driving right now, so I hope y'all can hear me okay. Um, yeah, shit, I'm about to be in this car for probably a whole nother hour or so. So I said, I called nephew, like, hey, nephew, want to go live? Because, baby, my nerves. But hey, everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Um, Hope everybody just had a blessed day today. I had a blessed day. I got to spend some time with my grandson, so that's always a blessing. So, I just hope everybody has had a blessed and productive day. What's going on? What's going on? I can't see who in here, but I think, hey, Renata. Who else is in here? Hey, Ann. Hey, Passion Fruit. Hold on. Hey, nephew.
Hey, Annie, what's going on? Hey, everybody, we back from last night.
Nothing. My butt was sitting over there listening to Papoose. And
Cool.
I know, nephew. I know you feel like Papoose is chasing the cloud off of Remy. But I'm like, dang, like, I just don't like a cheater. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you gotta cheat, just move on. But especially if you're married, that's a whole different commitment. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, why did you marry him if that's not who you wanted to be with?
Well, I mean, that same thing goes for him because when she was in jail, I mean, you was sneaking,
Allegedly,
allegedly,
allegedly.
allegedly, from what the chat was saying.
Okay. This is what you already know. I always say this because I experienced being in a relationship with someone in jail. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Like I'm not gonna excuse it or anything like that, but I understand it. But they were known for this black love things about, like he said, he didn't mess with nobody. He said for a whole year, for holding her down for a whole year. I mean, he didn't say for forever, for a whole time. He said for a year.
Well, I mean, too, it's just like if he would have been sick, if he was in that situation and she did him like that, or if he found out she was having sex with the guard and getting her rocks off. And he was the one that was, doing everything and holding everybody down and making bread, money, and everything. Hey, everybody. But yeah, I feel like a man is supposed to hold himself to a higher standard because we don't deal with all them emotions. You know what I'm
But I
saying?
mean, but that's the problem thing. Is that macho masculinity? Like, yeah, it's like, okay, like you're not supposed to have feelings. You're not supposed to have feelings about the fact that you married this woman and she was cheating on you with the quote unquote his words, not my words, the lame. Baby, He called that man lame about 150 times. He said, "You know, the lame."
But see, that's how you know he bothered. You can't
So I
do
would be
shit.
bothered too.
I'm not bothered if I'm
But
moved
nephew, you
on.
don't think he has? My thing is, okay, yeah, he might have moved on or whatever the case with Carlisha Shields or whatever. And I mean, that's the thing. Like they started the morning, and I think this is how. Okay, so you gonna say Papoose started it, right?
Yeah, he made a
But
diss
they
track.
started, but I'm saying they started the morning, right? With him and y'all know what I'm saying, Carisha Shields, okay, the GOAT, okay, I call it the GOAT, okay. They started the morning with them like reposting a thing about them spiring or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so that's how that was like I know they started the morning with that because that was one of the first things I seen this morning when I went on Instagram. So I'm like, okay, how did we go from them talking about them being a couple and moving on and their life, blah 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 blah, to him and his ex-wife, aka baby mama, beefing. And he said that now he said he would have never said anything had she not brought up the children.
He was
His
gonna
kids.
say something because she busted him out about whining and crying like Blue in her text messages.
But my thing is, when she showed the text messages, I didn't see no whining and crying. I just seen parents having a conversation. Like, like why we can't be cool. I don't know. I guess I looked at it different. Maybe I need to go back and look at the text messages again because I didn't feel like he was
Leticia,
whining and crying in the text messages. I just felt like he was trying to co-parent with her and he was trying to have peace. But I'm sorry, and I'm gonna say it on here, and I said it before. Remy, and I used to love Remy, you know what I'm saying? But Remy has a freaking arrogancy about herself that is horrible. She has a very arrogant, and she feel as though, she really think her don't stink, and but it do smell like doo doo doo. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she learned that arrogancy from him.
I don't believe.
When you build,
Nah,
no,
nephew.
it's on a man to build that woman up to make her feel powerful and mighty like that. Because if I'm sitting down here and I'm dogging you out all day long, you gonna feel bad about yourself. You ain't gonna feel like
But okay, but
I'm
so
gonna
is he
stand behind
wrong?
you.
Okay, you said okay, so she learned that arrogancy from him or
Yes,
whatever.
he built that
So
monster.
you're
See, when
saying,
you
but I'm
build him,
saying, so is he wrong for building his wife up to
no,
be
yes, he was wrong for building.
for
He built
putting
a
her?
monster.
My thing. Okay, so he built a monster, but he built her
Hey,
like yeah,
Leticia.
okay, he put her on a pedestal, whatever. Hey Keisha, hey Leticia. But I'm saying I don't feel like that's wrong. I don't know how. I don't feel like it because he
But you
treated
just said
her
what you didn't like about her though.
that she
So
was arrogant.
what you don't like about her is what he installed into her. She wasn't like that before she went
Ah,
to jail.
please,
Remy wasn't
please,
like that before she went to jail.
please,
Remy was a battle
please.
rapper. Remy was a battle rapper. She loves battle rap. And that can make you come on a little strong like a dude. I feel like that about a lot of females. Like Lil' Kim, she had that aura to
Remy
her
was
because they was battle
mannish.
rappers.
Remy was known to be mannish, like a mannish. Like okay, as a rapper, she was like a mannish girl.
Right,
She
like a
was
battle
like
rapper. The
yeah,
battle
what I
rappers,
would
yeah.
call well, no, because not all battle rappers are mannish. You know
They'll
what I'm
step to
saying?
you. Them girls step to
Huh?
you. I said them battle rap
Well,
girls,
just because a
battle
girl
rap
can
girls
step
step
to
to
you,
you.
don't make her mannish, nephew, though.
Remy was the type, she didn't care. She'll take her pow and smack you in your mouth with it. I don't mind that, you know. You know not to come at her crazy.
But okay, and even okay with that.
No, I'm just
Okay,
playing. I'm just
allegedly,
bull
I'm gonna
cracking
say
with you,
allegedly.
Amy. How long was they
Allegedly.
together before they got married?
They was together some years before they got married.
When
But
he
you had
built
to
that
think
monster, Amy?
she was only out of jail what, a year, 2 years before they got married. 2 years before they got married, I think.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if I build a woman up and I don't make her like I make her feel complete, but I don't check that arrogance at the door, she's gonna walk around with the Remy
Oh, that's
Ma.
not fair, nephew.
It is because if I make you feel like a queen doesn't have to tell you she's a queen. Her presence is known and felt
True,
when she walk into the room. That's because
true.
that king installed that into her. He let her know what was okay of her and what wasn't. Now, if he sat up there and let her talk to everybody the way she was when Remy first started talking to people crazy and mannish and doing all type of weird, crazy, mannish things, if he would have checked that, she wouldn't have did it no more.
But I think also, okay, this is just me, just from a woman's point of view, okay? Because she was like, he was soft, like he was my wife, and I was his husband. First of all, bitch, I'm not gonna see that. How many minutes we in? Goodness, oh my God. But first of all, I'm not gonna sit up here and even degrade my marriage like that, talking about something. I was the nigga, I was the man and he was the woman. That's number one.
Hmm.
Number two, that right there to me, in my humble opinion, showed me what she thought about him as a man.
I think she said that out of anger and hurt because she knows that that's degrading him, and that wasn't what he was. She knows that. That was just to degrade him because she was hurt. He hurt and he still loves her. I feel both of them are completely wrong for moving on without fighting for their marriage, without doing the work, going to the counseling, doing the church counseling, doing what
But
it takes.
but that's the thing. He's saying that, like, basically the reason they beefing so hard is
Hey, little
because
chick.
of counseling.
Hmm.
Because of counseling and how they were, like they were advised to do certain shit a certain way, and how Remy don't want to do stuff that way. Like she wants to do it her way. But like I said again, and I'm gonna keep saying this, whether you say it's his fault or her, whatever, it's that arrogancy. But pride comes before a fall, and a haughty person, it will not see the blessings of the Lord. And that's just me. That's just how I feel.
Well, if that's the case, he was the same way.
I don't feel, but
If you if you
I never
if
got
you
that from
poke the bear, if
Papoose.
you poke the bear after you built this woman up and you know how she is, if you go ahead and poke the bear, you get what you get.
Mm, I
That's just what it
disagree.
is. That's like if a man allow a woman to, if a man allow a woman to call him a bitch, she's gonna walk around disrespecting all men that way. If you built your queen up with her disrespecting man and putting herself in a man's shoes when she feel
But
like she
this,
needs
but
to.
this just okay. So I'm gonna say this then. So why we can't just say she, because my thing is, if that's the case, you mean to tell me you feel like she didn't have no arrogancy before she got out of jail?
No, that's what I'm saying. He built this arrogance into her.
No, I disagree, nephew. I
Like
disagree.
I promise you, I used to follow them. He used to put her on this pedestal. He put her on a pedestal. You never seen a man put a woman on a pedestal before. But
Okay, because
she,
that was his wife, but that does
but you're
not.
not
Okay,
supposed to
just because
put.
he was put on a wet pedestal does not mean that you have to automatically, you know what I'm saying,
He was
be a
bowing
certain
down to
type of
her like a
way.
servant. When you bow down to your queen like a servant, you're not a king. You're a servant. You're just a peasant. You never seen a king bow to his queen before, ever. He used to bow to her. Like The fuck are you bowing to her for? You created her. You had the connections. Remember, Busta Rhyme, Fat Joe, Terror Squad basically, because it was Big and all them Terror Squad. You had Busta Rhyme and Wuhan and all them crazy motherfuckers. You had the people. You put her on this pedestal, and now you can't do nothing with it.
I just don't feel like that should excuse.
It's not excusing her behavior, but it explains why she's the way she is. Because you gotta teach. If you want, I'm the type of man. I'm not gonna allow my woman to hop in my argument. If she see two men having a conversation or a disagreement, this is amongst men. Remy was the type that she'll step with Papoose. She'll step with him. I don't need my woman stepping with me.
Now let me quit.
Yeah, like
she was managed because she was a cowboy.
He put her there. That's like I can't blame a Rasta for being the best. I can't blame a Rasta for being a Rasta
when you married that man, you knew the type of man you was marrying. When he married that woman, he knew the type of woman he was marrying.
That's what I meant. Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I mean.
However, when you make a conscious decision to step outside of your marriage, okay, that right there, I don't care if he was you know what I'm saying? Like that whatever y'all did before y'all was married, I cannot talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend.
But we can't tell Karma. But that's like telling Karma how to spin the block, ain't it?
I can't tell her heifer where to spin the block at sometimes, cause she gonna spin the block on the right goddamn butt. So I don't care if she can or not. I'm gonna tell her still how she should be spinning that block, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And once they got married and they made a covenant. Do you understand? Like it was different when you make a promise. You know what I'm saying? Or you make we go together. You know what I'm saying? Like we go together you could go together, you could go by yourself. Like that don't mean nothing. Like boyfriend, girlfriend, that is exactly what it is. Boyfriend, girlfriend. Amen. But when you go and you marry someone, that makes Karma do a whole different type of thing. She has to she has to hold you accountable. She has to show up at your house and hold you accountable.
Exactly. You know that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. But you're saying, oh, the stuff he did while she was locked up, she was not his wife.
Well,
she was not his wife.
But so it says you reap what you sow until you get married.
No, you gonna reap what you sow regardless, but the things that you did before you got, like, I cannot hold you accountable, nephew, for anything. And once you say I do, that's just like being baptized. Once you go into the water and come up, they say anything that you done prior to that, it doesn't matter. Once you get married and once you take that step to say I do, the stuff that you do prior to that, do you understand what I'm saying? It don't, like, I can't go back and say before I married you, a year, 2 years before I married you, you know what you did? Remember when you cheated on me, nigga? You gonna wait 10 years until our marriage to decide you want to bring up some shit that happened 2 years before you said I do?
No, let's say this. Let's say she never knew, and it just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we are okay. Like I can say like this: when I repent and I ask the Lord for forgiveness for a sin that I committed, right? He forgives me, right? But that doesn't mean I feel like that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get what's coming to me for the things that I've done. It'll just lighten the load of the blunt of what I could have done.
But how can you say, this is what I'm saying, like, that's, to me, that's like a two-sided coin. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because on
Right.
one hand you're saying, oh, if you get baptized, you ask for forgiveness, you do this, you do that, then you will be forgiven and you start all over. You are a new creature, right? When
Right.
you when you get married, you become one. You no longer is no longer a separate entity. You become one,
Correct.
right? So it
Correct.
don't matter. See, y'all keep saying, well, when she was locked up, he was using her money to mess with this person and that person allegedly. Okay, that was when she was locked up. That was before two became one. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're
That
saying,
that's
but
not
I mean, but
that's
you
not the
still gonna.
same,
I feel like
nephew.
you still gonna get what you got coming to you for what you've done, regardless. You still gonna get what
Okay.
you got coming to you, because whatever you put out into the world, you gonna get it back. It's gonna be light or it's gonna be heavy, but you gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? That's like me. If I smack somebody in the face, I don't expect to get smacked back. You
But
know?
nephew, okay, so nephew, you trying to tell me this? When you get married, right?
Right.
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 So you trying to tell me when you get married and if your wife begin to start cheating on you, you gonna be like, oh, that's me, that's my karma.
No, I may look at it differently
Nah,
for the sake of my marriage. I'll be
no,
like,
you
that's my
gonna.
karma for what I've done to probably someone else. And then I'll try again to make it work. And then if she go out and she cheat again, then I'll be like, I'm done, because I can look at it as a difference. Because I look at it in the sense that we're not perfect individuals. You know what I'm saying? We
Okay,
could
so
say that
okay,
we
all
won't
right,
cheat.
okay, so I'll let you have that with that. So the
Right.
first time she cheated, that was his karma.
Right.
The
Right.
second time he cheated, was that his karma? The third time she
No, that was
cheated, was that his karma?
shame on her. Shame on
So
her
the
for going
fact,
out
so the
cheating
fact
on
that
her.
she started a whole nother relationship and you're still a whole, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess as a woman, I look at it differently than how a
Right,
man would
right. You
look
hold
at
women
it.
to a
Because
whole
first of
different
all,
standard. Yeah, you hold women to a
yeah,
whole different
I'm like
standard.
I'm holding, and that's the thing. I'm holding her to like you're a whole woman. Like you're
Right,
supposed to make sure you good, sis. Like you're
right,
not supposed to be out here just popping coochie just because you ain't
right.
got nothing else to do with your time. I don't
That's
know.
true.
That makes
But
sense.
then what if it come out that they had a little Kirk and Rashida stuff type thing going on? Everybody okay until you get seen. I think
I
like a lot of
mean,
that is going on. Everybody
not a
okay
Kirk and
until
a
they get caught.
Rashida.
Yeah, everybody okay until they get caught. We don't hear nothing about nobody creeping and freaking and geeking until you get caught. And then once they get caught by the public, then we start hearing that they've been cheating and creeping since this and that and that and this, and you get to find out the whole stilo from both sides. Right now, we just hearing Remy side, but now if we go and hear Papoose side, and we find out because Papoose is a man, so we find out he got 2 kids over there and he had a relationship over here, and then we're gonna be looking at him a little differently. But in our
But that ain't
actuality,
true though. But you're not finding that out about him
no, no,
though.
no, no. I'm
You're
just saying
not.
for it. I'm using that as an
Only
example.
thing that, only thing, but I'm saying the only thing that people are
Amen.
saying about him is the fact that he allegedly was spending her money tricking off on the industry chicks. That's
Right,
the
and that
only
wasn't
thing
right.
that
That
they
wasn't
ever
right.
said. That's the only thing that I've ever heard, and I'm listening. I ain't gonna lie. I used to ride with them because I used to ride with Remy and I used to ride with Papoose. But I stopped. I'm gonna tell you when I stopped. Like really, when Remy, the way she treated that man when she was pregnant with that baby, and the way she was like, "This your baby. I'm only having this baby because he want a baby." Like the way she just like was to me like I don't
I,
know, cause how you not gonna want to give your husband a baby? You know what I'm saying? And if that was, that was kind of somewhat one of their deal breakers to them not almost getting married.
Right. But wait a minute. Okay, she had a grown child. The child that she had at the time was damn near grown, and he had a child that was damn near grown. So both of their kids was damn near grown, if not grown. And she said she didn't want to go through raising no more children no more. Sometimes when you get in a relationship when a woman is in her late 30s, early 40s, and they still eligible to have children, but if they already didn't have theirs, you got to just respect the fact that you too late. You may not want to marry this woman. You seen the red signs and the fires and the flames before you said I do too. You just chose to say I do for the bad rather than saying I do because you knew that this was
But I
woman
don't
was
think
going to
he
make a
chose to
difference.
say I do for the bad.
You can't say he didn't see the red flags with Remy. She didn't want to have a baby with you.
I'm
That's a
just gonna
man.
say, but I'm gonna say that's what I'm saying. But that was on. I think that was when they was filming Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, it was.
But
That was
that's
on
what
Love
I'm
and Hip Hop.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want. But my thing is, and it was like, damn, like you. But even then, it's like you could see the hurt on Papoose. Like, ah, damn, like you know what I'm saying, like
Mm-hmm.
because he was getting them jail letters,
Yeah.
quote jail letters from her ass. Oh, I'ma have because like he said, oh, when you was locked up, you was willing to have my baby. When you was locked up, it was we gonna get out here, we gonna take over the world, and the world is ours, and you know what I'm saying? It was all that good jailhouse talk. You
Riz,
know what I'm
let's get
saying?
jailhouse Riz. I need somebody to talk to. I mean, I get both sides of them. I get her side. I'm hearing you using my money to pay for hoes and shit while I'm up in here. And I get his side. Well, I'm lonely out here, and y'all get into arguments when y'all locked up, just like y'all would in a regular relationship. I mean, I respect all that, but at the same token, sometimes you just gotta be a man and accept it for what it is. If somebody does not want to have a baby with you, that is a sign that you do not spend forever with this individual because y'all do not have the same views in life. You have family views. This
And
person
I
wants
feel
to hit
like
the
they knew
world
that.
on tour.
I feel like that. But I feel like that part right there, nephew, was his like, You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he still did it
but
though. You
even with
still would
that,
have
okay,
jumped the
you
boom.
have you still wouldn't jump the roof. You still have, but
Right, right,
she
right,
had the
right.
baby too though.
Right, but
But
it's
that's
like
what
she
I'm
had the
saying.
baby to keep him.
He
You
and
get
my
what I'm
thing
saying?
is, if then this is okay. Let's take that a little bit further. She had the baby to keep him, but if he wasn't shit, if he wasn't worth keeping, why would you give him a baby to keep him?
Because she needed his connections that she didn't no longer have to be due to being locked up. She needed the Terror Squad connection. She needed to get in contact with Busta Rhymes and his people and everybody all over again.
How
She
she
needed to make
needed
her name
that?
known.
But how did she need that when she'd be with Fat Joe, she'd be with all this, she was with still part of Terror Squad. So she really didn't need Papoose connections. She
Yes,
didn't
she
need
did
that.
because in
She
the truth,
wanted no, I feel like she wanted Papoose. Like she really loved that man and she wanted him at one point. But then, like I said, once she came out and the whole black love took off and people was looking at them and people was like, okay, I get it. You said, because remember, after she had that baby, she was very disconnected and Papoose was making excuses to her like, oh, she's having postpartum really bad and like my thing is that ninja stayed being her damn advocate for
but
anything that
some
Remy
remember
did.
where she miscarried because
He
remember she
advocating like
miscarried.
for Remy like you advocating for her right now.
But remember, she miscarried. After she miscarried before she had the little girl, because that's why she didn't want to go through it again. Remember, she miscarried. Remember she got pregnant when she got out of jail, and he said,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, if you have the baby, you could go on tour when you done and do your albums and this, that, and that." That was the agreement. Then she miscarried. She miscarried, and she was sad for a long time. I don't know what happened during that miscarriage, But she did. And after that, she didn't want no more kids. But I say as a man, you gotta see for yourself because I've been in them shoes before. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the last serious relationships. She didn't want she didn't want a kid with me, and she got rid of one in the secrecy that I didn't know about. You know, he'll find out how many she really got rid of in secrecy. And then you'll really start to find out she never really wanted you. You know, she wanted what came with you, but she didn't want you. If she could take everything that came with him and put it on a whole different person, she'll love them just the same. She act like she wanted another baby after that miscarriage. Yes, she did. She act like she wanted another baby, but that was because of everything that came with Papoose, the accolades that came with him. It wasn't him. It wasn't the man in the suit. It was the suit. She loved the suit.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is what. Okay, so I want you to think about this. You're saying, okay, she loved the suit. It wasn't the man in the suit. She loved the suit. But my thing is, if he's wearing the damn suit, then it got to be something about the man in the suit because Papoose. Everybody be like Papoose wasn't shit. But why was she so in love with the suit?
That's okay. She was in love with the suit because the suit came with Terror Squad. It came with Love and Hip Hop. Because remember, when she was in jail, he stayed on there. He made his own name on there. He didn't really even need her to come back, to be honest. She needed what came with the suit, but she didn't understand that the man in the suit is the shit that came, you know? It ain't the suit that attracted all those things. It was the man in the suit. Now she's starting to understand that. You could tell she understands that now. She doesn't have a manly man the way Papoose was for her. He may have been a little stick and bones. No, he may didn't have what she had, but the way he stepped for her. But the problem was he didn't put her in her place. And that's the problem that I have with him. You got to put a woman in her place and let her know she's a woman. Not saying it like that, but not trying to sound male chauvinist, but you are a woman. You don't have to be macho. That's what I'm here for. If you want to be Queen Latifah, then go get you a woman. I'm just saying. You don't need a man if you macho. And Remy was a macho female. You know what I'm saying? That was a macho female right there. And she went and found her another simp. Because he got beat up by Papoose. No. She got a simp now. That's what she likes. She loves a simp. And we may not want to say that Papoose was a simp, but a woman has a type, and you will see it.
Nephew, hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, I got you, Annie. But yeah, y'all, some women have a type. You know what I'm saying? Like Krishan, she liked the little curly head mixed boys. She liked them. That's her type. With a little hood razzle dazzle to them, a little hoish ways to them, a little toxicity. That's her type. It ain't no shade at her. That's just what she liked. Remy is very dominant. Yeah, and Remy likes her a sissy. She likes somebody, she say, "Shut up, bitch." And he's sitting there, "You gonna keep talking to me, and what you want to do then? We can get out. We can get out off this motherfucking car. We can do this shit right now." She said, like, she like just a little bitch to him. Just a little bitch to the niggas she talking to. Just like Krishan. Krishan like a little bitch to them niggas. And they will step out that car and wear your ass out. You could punch them back. They'll take that punch like they boxing. And they'll hit your ass back. You be like, damn. Now, both of y'all going to work with busted eyes and black eyes and busted lips. Yeah, I'm telling you. But it's because the men that they dated blew with his little bitch ass. And what is his name? Papoose with his little bitch ass. Both sticking bones, about the same height. And they act tough to the world, but they bitch behind the scenes. Okay. Hey, welcome back. Sure. I can never pronounce her name when I'm high. See, I'm smoking right now. So when I smoke, I'm going to just call you Miss Bullock. Okay. Because sure, or Shar. I'll call you Shar if that's okay. Shar. Yes, but it's Papoose' fault, like you said, never putting her in her place. Exactly. But obviously, these women don't feel like women. A man don't have to be macho to make you feel like a woman, where you feel like you could turn that soft girl, what y'all call it, y'all soft girl era. Okay. But yeah, like y'all got this little soft side to y'all that y'all turn on for, man. That's, putting you in that mode. But anytime you got to get macho, you see a woman get macho and step with her man when he stepped, that no, somebody can't fight. Somebody can't fight. They saying Remy, little young thing, cheating on her. I didn't even know that. I'm telling you. And Clarissa Fields or Shields, whatever the hell little Mike Tyson name is, I asked, she only with him is because him and Remy got they little tit for tat and some little booty on the side. But who's still in love with Remy? If Remy said, bitch, get your ass back over here, he gonna come back over there. Tell her it's over. And I'm gonna tell him it's over. And if you do that shit again, and I'm gonna wear your ass out. He gonna be like, if you do that shit again, that ain't cute. That is not cute. That is not cute. No woman talk to you like that, brother. I'm serious. Like, you'll be surprised how women talk to these dudes behind the scenes, Annie. I didn't seen it. You'll be like, what? You supposed to be a unaliver.
I get it, but I disagree. I just disagree with the fact.
Hey, y'all, I need prayer. I'm so hurt right now. I lost my dad 2 days ago. Oh, I'm sorry. We praying for you strength, love, and healing. Letissa King. I lost my dad. Letissa King.
I lost my dad too. Both my dad, my biological dad, and my dad that raised me. So, and I was a daddy's girl, so I know how that feels. I pray for your strength, baby.
I pray for your strength.
I still ain't took nephew. No, every time they see my daddy's still my screensaver, child. I still ain't took him off my screensaver, so I get it.
Okay, I get it. I get your pain. Mine is right there with you. Okay, I'm here with you. Mine was in February. It's a roller coaster. You just be okay. I'm okay because they was up in age and whatever the health conditions was or whatever the reasons for it was. You be like, I'm gonna let God will be God will, but and you just had them nights, so you just like, whoa, Lord, give me the strength, Jesus, please. I don't know what I'm doing.
That don't mean it don't hurt.
Yeah, I don't mean it don't hurt. Like, for real, we here for you. It's all love. I feel your pain over here. Trust me. Because you be wanting to call them and you can't. And you just be like, dang. Woo.
Shoot, for the first 6 months, I would just call my daddy phone. And then my mama got my daddy phone turned off. That hurted my feelings so hard.
She said, me too. Now I didn't even have, I don't have either. And my baby daddy didn't even stand by me knowing I'm 9 months pregnant with his child. Oh, my lenses. With his child, he didn't even come to the hospital or nothing. I am so sorry. And his wife, she robbed me of the little time that I had. After they pulled the plug, she threw me out the hospital room because I was crying. I am so sorry. Ooh, shit. You got a blessing coming, baby, okay? I don't know, because listen to me. You got a blessing coming. Your blessing is huge. I mean, it's huge. Oh, yes, you do. Just don't respond back to them people with negativity. Even though your baby daddy, just don't respond to nobody with negativity. Just leave it at the Lord's foot. Just cry it out and tell Jesus what they did. Because,
You
we
said
feel
you
like
9 months pregnant. I can't read it. She said what happened?
she
She
said she
said she
9 months
9 months.
pregnant and her baby daddy didn't even stand by her knowing she 9 months pregnant. He didn't even come to the hospital to support. And her daddy wife then threw out the hospital room, robbing her the last little minutes that they had.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? But that's okay because that spirit ain't going nowhere. That spirit's about to watch you. You gonna see so much of your daddy and your baby.
That's what
You
I'm
gonna
telling
see
you. And your blessing is
so much.
huge.
Your blessing is coming. That baby is gonna be so blessed. Blessed
Watch.
upon blessed
Mm-hmm.
upon blessed upon blessed. Okay. When
Because
you
my
look at
granny
your
said,
child, you gonna see that baby smiling all the time because your daddy gonna be his angel gonna be talking to him.
Amen. My granny used to tell me, and I used to think she was a kooky nut, okay? I call her my granny, but she was my step granny, okay? My bonus granny. She used to tell me all the time, she used to say, sometimes people got to leave the earth to make room for the new. And that's even they little guardian angels, because you got to make room and they got to go watch. And, you know, your baby due Monday. Yes. Watch how that baby come out looking just like your daddy. It's gonna look just like that baby pawpaw. Ooh, watch. It's gonna have the eyes, probably the nose. You're gonna see a lot about your daddy and that baby. Even the way it act. What I promise you, because it happens like that. It's like either the baby. I knew a girl that her granny said she not leaving until she has a baby. The lady was old as day, sweet old lady. That girl she had just had her baby, and right when she had her baby, her granny called and she got to say goodbye to her granny, and her granny got to talk to the baby over the phone, and she passed on right after she had her baby. I
That's
said,
my that raised me, so I knew my granny. She when she got ready, she was in the hospital, and my baby passed away. My mom took a picture of my baby, and she told my mama to bring her Bible. And my mom bought her the Bible, and she kissed my baby's picture, and she put it in the Bible, and she said, "We gonna be okay." And the 24th, my grandma passed on the 27th.
oh wow,
Yep.
that's different. Okay, see, so my bonus granny was right. We look at death as a bad thing, but people going home to the Lord, they at peace, or they getting ready and they at peace. No more suffering. I mean, I may hurt and cry over my daddy sometimes because I just want to say hi and is you okay? But I'm happy for him because he not suffering with his breathing
Exactly.
issues and everything. He breathing just
My
fine.
dad, before he passed, my dad that raised me, before he passed, my dad had 8 heart surgeries. And he
Mm-hmm.
told my mama, he said, "They not cutting me open again. I'm not gonna do it." He said he didn't want to go
Because
on dialysis. They put him on dialysis. Everything that he said he didn't want for his body, they had to do it to,
keep him
and
here. Mm-hmm.
but he didn't want that quality of life. He didn't want a quality of
Mm-hmm.
life where he couldn't get up and go to the bathroom. He was a very, My dad was sharp, baby. Every time you see him,
Independent.
he was dressed to the T. He smelled good, baby. Nicole
Mm-hmm.
Miller to this day.
Rico Swah. Yeah, he was
What?
sharp. He was
What?
sharp.
Every single time. I'm gonna post one day. I'm gonna post some pictures of him on their anniversary. I'm gonna post pictures of them.
Okay,
But
so my granddaddy. Sharp.
when
They
I
was some
say,
dresses
baby,
back then.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, from the back in the day with the bell bottoms with the split hair down the middle,
I'm trying to
afro.
tell
Like
you.
my daddy didn't play that. Like he always. So for him to have somebody have to come clean him and turn him, and he didn't like that. That just wasn't what he wanted, and he was tired. He was ready to
Mm-hmm.
go. So, but my
Yeah.
biological father, he just went to work and he fell on some ice and cracked his
Oh no.
skull. So
Oh
that
wow.
that was different. Like
Right, that
I
was
had
different.
one, I had one that I watched, take their last breath in January, and then I had one that I didn't expect to take his last breath in December of the same year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he wanted to go home, back to Mississippi, huh? See, my dad was like that too before he passed. He wanted to go home, but they was doing renovation on that apartment because he stayed with my auntie. He stayed with her his whole life. She was obedient, okay, to her mother's word. Take care of your brother. She took care of him. I always heard it. Mama said and Daddy said, take care of your brother, and she never told me. So when he got ready to pass on, right? Because he kept having heart attacks and strokes and that stuff right at the end. And sometimes at night, the air get thin, so he couldn't breathe. And he used to call her. He's like, Lisa, tell him to quit talking to me. Tell him to quit talking to me. She'd be like, who talking to you? Mama and Daddy, tell him to quit talking to me. He'd be like, don't involve me in that conversation. Wait, what? What? Who came to talk to him? She said, Mama and Daddy came to take him on to the other side. And he just fought it. He's stubborn. He fought that for a whole year. Mama and Daddy came to him every night for a whole year. I said, really? She said, yeah, he did that every night. And I kept telling him, stop involving me in that conversation. I got my own choice of words I'm saying. And then when I see them, I say, oh, wow. So now she got a little mousy in her house. And she said he makes just as much noise as my daddy make every night at the same time. When he used to tell her that Mama and Daddy was calling him.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, okay. So now you got a
They was
baby.
laughing at me. They was laughing at me at work one day because, like, okay, so
Mhm.
one day, so this is weird, but so every day, like for like 2 weeks straight when I first started there, right? It was, yeah, like a little bit after I first started there, it would just be weird shit that would be happening, right? And I'll just be like, what the hell? So then one day I was like, yeah, I think we got a little friend in here. I can feel a spirit. And they was
Mhm.
like, what? And I was like, she's cool. I said, she's cool. She's real laid back. I was like, I said, I wonder what her choice of drink is, like that. So one day I came to work and Lala kept was like, T, why this damn this peach crown keeps moving? It just keeps moving. Like every time, like I put it back and I come back and it's moved up again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was
Mhm.
like, that's her drink of choice. She likes peach crown.
I'll leave her a cup out.
And, and I was like, okay. I was like, okay, girl, I see you or whatever. And so they be like thinking I'm tripping because I'll be like something that happened. And I was like, oh, that's just our friend. She's saying hi. She's not, I was like, she's cool. Like, she don't do
Mhm.
weird shit. She just, I'll let you know she here. And they be like,
Right, but
T,
I
quit
ain't
saying
making no
stuff like
fucking peace
that.
offering. I ain't making no peace offering. I heard in the South you get to making peace offerings and shit. People, the things just to follow when you home because they think that you're friends. That's why I said, never mind. Don't leave no
No,
cup
she
out.
ain't gonna follow me home. That's her home. She loves
Oh,
her
that's her
home.
home. So she must have passed away after leaving there. So life keeps
Well,
starting
you
over
know,
for her there.
the mall used to be a LA Fitness.
Mm.
So I don't, you know what I'm saying? It could be someone that I don't know. I
Well,
don't know
she wants some peach
what
crown. Okay.
capacity. I don't know what capacity, or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't get that deep into it. I just pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm not afraid of spirits. I'm not afraid of, I'm not afraid of stuff like that. Like,
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I had my encounters with some. It was one. Well, my mama, she's very. It's been since I was a baby with her. It's just I don't want to say what I'm gonna say, but you know what I'm saying. Since I was a baby, and it just goes wherever she goes. I don't have spiritual encounters when she's not around. It's only when she's here, or when she leave and it knows she's coming back. It gets to fucking with things. And I think it's her brother because he always lived with her when he was a baby, wherever they went when they ran away from home. He lived with her to the day he passed. And he does shit. Okay. He get the room and remotes. I still can't find my weed. Mess with her. Don't get the best. Don't get with me.
Say, listen, you can do everything else, but my Mary Jane is off limits now. You're doing
Right.
too much. You're doing too
You're
much.
doing
But
too
that's
much.
what I'm saying. But I be telling people, I be like, it's how you know what I'm saying? Like, it's how,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I be trying to explain to them, like, because people that be like
And I'm
bad
putting in some weed.
aura, or people that have bad aura and stuff like that, like they cannot work there. I can't explain it. Like, they'll come and they'll work there, but it'll be like, I can't. Oh, baby, you can smell their demons. You can. I can't even explain it. Like, it's horrible.
But I knew it was a guy, an old man who passed away when I was younger, and I lived with my mom. And he had passed away in that apartment, so I heard. I never had no proof or facts to it, but I heard that was evil mother hella. That man threw or whatever it
Yeah,
was. He
not
threw
all
shit
of
on
them
my
are
dog.
good. Not everybody that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a good spirit. We know that. Everybody's not a good spirit. Everybody's not a spirit of God.
But
You
see,
know what
my
I mean? Well, they
dog
are a spirit
Foxy.
of God. Everybody
Mhm.
is a spirit of God or a creation of God, but everybody is not. They, some people are. They follow after their homeboy.
But Foxy was
Oh,
the only dog he didn't like. He threw that light. It was, the glass lights at the old apartments that be glued on to the, glue. I mean, screwed into the wall over the bulb. I forgot what it's called, but it'd be in the hallway. You put it over the bulb and you screw it on. That thing was screwed on to the wall. Foxy was always, may she rest in peace, my little baby Fifi. She was the only one that ever fought spirits. She would fight them. She didn't give a damn. I've seen we was running out the house one night. We said, damn it. We was gone. Me and my mama, we said the hell out of here. We felt this vibe to get out. Something was like, get out. And I'm like, oh, time to roll. You have it. Foxy didn't care. She turned around when we tried to grab her to leave. She turned around and just fought, tried to fight whatever it was. It was nothing there. It was just pure air. But she was trying to fight it. And I just snatched her ass and we was gone. You can have the apartment. We don't need it. Have it, man. It ain't that deep. We got the hell away from there. What Lipstick say? She said, it's that one live in my, it's one that lives in my house. Her name is Sarah. She wore a white dress and she been in my house for years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how y'all know her name? Me either. I want them to visit me. I'll talk to my mom all the time. People may think you crazy. Yeah, people may think you crazy. My mama get mad as hell. This year she was so angry. My uncle was mad at her this year. She didn't remember his birthday. His birthday was May 14th. And May 15th, her phone blew up. He was mad. I said, he was mad. You didn't remember his birthday. She normally every May 14th, happy birthday, Roselle, or happy, death anniversary, whatever. She don't never forget. This year she forgot. He told that phone up. He said, I bet you gonna remember next year.
That's what I'm saying. People, I'm with you, Lipstick. You can't be always. That's what I'm saying. I be thinking they be cool. I mean, you get some that don't, and they got people they like, and they got people they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And
seriously, try to punk you just because they know you can't see them. They be punking you. It'd be like sometimes you be outside and you be running for something that ain't even there. Hi, Sade. Mm-hmm. I hope I said her name right. I feel like, you be feeling stuff outside because, right now, the spirit realm between life and death is thin. Very thin. Thin as it's ever been before.
So
if you a spiritual person, you can feel things. And I be feeling it and I don't like it. I be scared. I ain't going to hold you. I'll be ready to just say,
Shoot, sometimes you can wake up in the middle of the night and gotta say, look out the window, and you be looking and you don't see nothing. But you be just looking like, Lord, if something pop up on this window, I'm
like, it might be my last day. Lord, don't do me like that. Don't do me like
that.
Don't do me like this, Lord. I remember he did that to me one time and said, look up. Because I wanted him to show me a sign. I always asked him for a sign. And he just said, look up. People still think I'm crazy. They be like, he was high off that weed. I said, you can call it what you want. But I've seen them birds flying. They was flying in order. And they was so beautiful. They was like crystal. They was beautiful. They was so high up in the air. That's what made it strange. They was like up there with the clouds. And I was watching them. They was flying in order. It was a head bird. Then it was the other ones that was surrounding them. And they just went through the clouds. And I'm sitting there with my phone because some said record. Now I'm sitting there with my phone. And I'm waiting on them to come out. And they never came out. I said, damn it. They was like them little baby Jesus birds, sparrow birds. They were little like that.
Not the baby Jesus birds.
I call them Jesus birds, Annie. Because his eyes is on a sparrow. Okay. I'm ignorant. Sorry. They call sparrow birds, okay?
You said I'm ignorant. I said I know.
Well, at least we honest.
You're not ignorant. You just say some ignorant stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I do. But
I do too.
Look, I be interpreting it wrong. I didn't know what
you just misunderstood. You did what?
I said my sister and them still call me ignorant because I don't know what period cram says. They be trying to teach me. What the hell wrong with that child? What?
Yeah, usually a lot of people are born like that, Leticia. But y'all listen. Let me go on to something lighter. I gotta go. Yeah, I had to go to something lighter because I ain't trying to get burnt in the hellfire messing around with nephew.
Nah, me neither. Look, but it's just spiritual.
But nephew.
Yeah, because my grandma would say I was born with a veil over me.
So, what's the thing that you think about? Okay, so this is my thing with Carlos.
Oh hell!
First of all, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care how nobody feel about it. Y'all can get mad at me. I don't care. I am going to be a pissed off person if this girl marry this little boy.
Oh, me and you both. I'll be like, she done really lost her damn mind. I'm like, I love you, Krishan, but you done lost your mind. I don't give a damn how you trying to prove a point, who you trying to prove it to. You don't prove no damn point by playing with the Lord. You leave the Lord out of it. How's that playing with the Lord? Because you don't love that boy. Your heart ain't with him. So you gonna stand
She
before
don't.
God and lie like he don't know?
She don't even like the boy. Okay.
Let alone
I
love
don't
him.
think
You
she.
just
I
want to
don't
make
think
him
if the
mad.
boy was on fire, she'll piss and put him out. Honestly.
She wouldn't even
I
sit,
mean,
and
you
she
want
wouldn't
me to
even
keep
think
it a
about
buck?
it. She might record it and share it, but I
You
don't
want me
know.
to keep it a buck? I don't think if the boy was on fire, she would piss and put him out.
That's what I said. I said, look, hey, she
And
might
I'm
spit, but
saying
then
this
again,
with,
I think she might record it and
I'm
share
saying this
it.
from a woman's point of view. I'm saying this from a mother's point of view. I'm saying this from a sister's point of view, and I'm saying this from an auntie's point of view.
No, for sure. Oh, Annie phone ringing.
Hold
She'll be
on a
back.
minute.
I think she say things to piss off Blue. But Blue really need to get his head out his ass. And that's just real spill. You know? He just have
You
to
said what,
realize
nephew?
she can't make a man. Oh, I said Blue needs to get his head out his ass, real spill. But she needs to understand, and this from a man's point of view, from a big brother point of view, and a stranger point of view, you can never make a man care by doing him wrong. And by doing wrong shit that you think that's gonna make him act right. You can never make him care. You can make him come back with vengeance to set it off on your ass when he get back around you. But if he don't care enough to do what you asking him to, just press off. Press off, go heal, stay to yourself for about a year, then go out and date. So somebody could be able to take you serious and you be able to take them serious because you know you've been single for a whole year. No sex, no nothing with
Hi.
with Jonathan Porter being free. Don't try to do this shit with him all locked up behind bars and say, "Oh, it's gonna work." It ain't gonna work. We
Hi.
know
Hi.
it ain't
I'm
gonna work.
good.
He ain't free. That man ain't free. He ain't free. I'm sure I get married. She said in 3 weeks. I think she just
Got it,
said that to
baby.
piss people off, but it looks crazy. Like, why
In
the
three
fuck would she do
hours?
that?
Hold on.
Well,
Hold on,
nobody take
nephew.
you serious. Okay. Well, nobody take y'all serious. Take you serious. No, nothing you do. Oh, I'm gonna go marry him, have a baby by him, this, that, and that, and this. But if it don't work, it don't work. And his family ain't gonna even show up to that bullshit. If I was his parents, I'm not showing up to that bullshit. I ain't going to hell with y'all. Y'all kids can go play with the Lord by yourself. Don't call me. I'm gonna treat her ass a little bit similar to the way Carlissa treats you, because you gotta understand, you can't make a man do what the hell you want him to by going out destroying somebody else's world. That's just destroying two people world at one damn time. That don't make no damn sense. Oh, I'm serious. Ill. You still love Blue. Blue ain't free. Wait till the nigga free for a year, then you say ill. And we ain't heard or seen nobody snip a picture of his car being in your driveway overnight. You know what I'm saying? She moving a little too loose right now. Blue is blue. She don't be moving off his behavior. Yes, she do. When Blue don't do what she want him to or do what he said he was gonna do, she take it up a notch. And he gets a little bit more nervous. Like he gonna lose her to somebody else. But at the same token, that's not how you do. You go out and you remain single. If that man can't show you what you need him to show you in that time frame that you gave him, move along. Just move along. But 1 minute you miss Porter and the next minute you miss so and so. I don't understand that shit. It ain't even been 6 months since you said you was Mrs. Porter. Shit, we've been knowing about Figgy for 2 months, not barely 2 months. Barely. We gotta wait till the 15th for it to be 2 months. June 15th, make it 2 months Figgy been in the picture. And you talking about marriage? You look crazy as hell. I support you, Krishan, but I don't support that bullshit. You gonna do what you gotta do, baby. I don't support that though. That's crazy. When Blue come home, if you do marry him, when Blue come home and Blue out your house and he in your bed, what you gonna do? I'm gonna get divorced and get married to Blue. That's look crazy as hell. You should have just waited until he got out. Yeah, I think she needs to really just take it slow, especially being that she's going to be a big celebrity now. Like, you never know his intentions. We seen what his intentions was. He just did what to another girl what Blue did to her. Blue used her to open up a restaurant and pay his fucking bills. The girl paid Figgy bills to help him through college. And he left her for Krishan. That's not right. Karma's a bitch and she's best served cold. And the way you get them is how you lose them. And I'm not going to change my statement because, because it's Krishan. I love Krishan. I fuck with her. I support her. But I'm not going to support craziness.
Who?
I still support you. I'm just not supporting that crazy ass marriage you're trying to get yourself into. It just looks ridiculous.
Me either.
He just got through playing a female out her money. But y'all serious? What the hell? I ain't laughing at the girl that got played out of her money. I ain't laughing at her, but I'm just laughing at that whole shit show. What? Get the hell out of here. Get out of here, everybody. She's grown. She can do.
But my thing is, how do you know that? How do you know that the girl ain't playing you? That him and the girl ain't playing you now?
Right. They is playing for clout. Because after he done getting this shine, if she get married to him, he gonna get his little shine and say he don't want to be married no more. He can get the marriage annulled because they ain't been married a year. He's a kid. He ain't even done with college yet. He can't even focus on college. He only scored 1.9 points a game. And I don't know where the fuck the 0.9 comes from. What the nigga do? Shoot the ball with his eyes closed? On that 0.9? Like, where you get the 0.9 from?
My son said because he might play one game and he might score, but then he play other games and then he don't score, and then he might score like one free throw or something. And so it's the average of all the games he done played and how many points he done hit. So he's like, basically he done played, but he only hit maybe one shot out of all the games he done played in.
Oh, okay, I got it. He trash. He ain't even scoring 2 points per game. He can't even have a 2-point game for.
But she's trying to make him like he's not, because she's like, posting him practicing. I don't know. Ain't nobody looking at him.
Crazy. He looks absolutely crazy. He does. Figgy doesn't give me Bronny James. He doesn't give me Steph Curry. He doesn't. A Figgy. What the fuck is a Figgy? Who named him that? What type of nickname? What is a Figgy? A Figgy Newton? Ain't that like a cookie? I don't know.
What? What's like a cookie?
Ain't that where it came from, Figgy? I don't know. What is
like
that?
Fig Newton?
Yeah, like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
because
What?
his last name is Newton. So, Fig Newton, Figgy.
Look, Cam Newton need to call his ass and tell him, look, don't make my last name look bad, nigga. You out here can't play basketball. You need to just sit your ass down.
Well, you already know her baby daddy gonna bleed him anyway about his name anyway. That's gonna be the first to bleed.
Right. Blue ain't rap too tight. Blue gonna show you better than he could tell you. He gonna show you better than he could tell you. He ain't rap too tight. He ain't playing with you. You gonna keep
But
fucking
my
around
thing
with that
is, how
man.
you gonna make a verbal commitment before God with one man, but then you talking about you gonna go make a verbal commitment for God with another man? No, that ain't how it works, my
You ain't
girl.
even done with the last one.
That
Wait.
ain't how it works, my girl. You don't just go around here making verbal commitments
With the
before
neighbors.
God and with pastors or all that stuff, and then you do what you do. Like, that's not how it works. That's not
Exactly.
godly.
Pastor Michael be like, you ain't even done with the last one.
Exactly. And a woman really can't do that. Like, you can't sit there and be out here saying you married to all these different men. Girl,
Right.
what the heck?
What the hell wrong with you?
And I know y'all might be getting like, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't care. Shit, I don't care about. I care
You know
about the
me.
truth.
Hey, Stacy, look, you know me. You know. Sometimes you gotta remind me just a little bit. Just nah. But I mean, like I said, this is just a case. She does if she's serious. But like me and Annie said earlier, we just think that she's trying to make him angry.
Yeah, I just think she's trolling
Mm-hmm.
and trying to I
If
guess
she's
she's trying to
comfortable.
see. Because you know why? We got to think about it. All the delusional. Um, Everybody was like, "Oh, that's a good man for you." First of all, he's not a good man for her. And I can give you several reasons why I feel she would not. If I was counseling them, you know what I'm saying, as a marriage counselor, as a woman of God or whatever, I would say no. No, because first of all, he has not shown in no way, shape, or form that he can protect you.
That's true, but I don't think that she's serious with him, though. True. That's just my humble opinion based off of what she said. You know, once I seen it, it did kind of like, what the fuck did you talk about, Krishad? But, you know, if she did do it, at
But
the end of the day,
three
it's your life.
weeks could be 3 weeks could be somebody else. That's all I'm saying. 3 weeks could be a throw off. 3 weeks could mean something else for somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because she said Miss Newton. But I don't think, me personally, I don't think that she getting married to him. But if she did, it's too fucking soon. You know what I'm saying? And Figgy, I don't understand your name. You can't play basketball. You played that girl out of her money. Nigga, I don't respect that. I don't. You can't go around trying to make a man do what you want him to. And that's true. Real. Hundo, you can ask any man. If you sit next to one, you ask them, say, is it possible for a woman to make you do what she wants you to? What she wants you to do by doing something with other people? He gonna tell you, hell no. It's either he care or he don't. And if the man do it, he doing it for a reason. So what's the reason? Money. Because we all know Blue is broke face. So you don't want no man doing shit because he wants your money. You want this man to genuinely love you and do things because he love you and he doesn't want to lose you. And it ain't because you threatening him to move on with another man. It's because you threatening him just to cut him off and quit talking to him as a person.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying,
She is
I
tired
would,
of Blue, and she
I
just
if that
keeps
was
doing her
my
thing.
daughter, I would be like, girl, you done lost your everlasting mind. That was my sister. That was my niece. And she's my internet niece. But listen. Mm-mm. You right now. You're just trying to do everything, anything, and everything because I feel like you're afraid of what you're going back, and you're trying to say, if I do this, I won't go back because here I am in a relationship with someone else.
True, that's true. But then again, it's like I agree with Miss Stacy. You know, she tired of Blue. She's tired of him and his antics. You know what I'm saying? But her heart is with him. She wishes he would do better and be better and
Yeah.
actually do what's right. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
after a while, you do get tired of
The
continuously threatening
BS.
person. Yeah, the bullshit and threatening a person and gotta, tie knots on this end and make you do what you gotta do on that end. And you ain't gotta do all that. She too beautiful. And I get that. And I didn't know she was back in college taking classes. If that's true, I'm proud of her for going and stepping up and taking the initiative to finish school. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know what movie she would be in. Is it going to be a drama movie, funny scripts, love scene? Um, what? I would love to see it. But you can
Mm-hmm.
actually tell people anything nowadays and they'll believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. It's like I say it is, you not gonna piss down my back and tell me it's right.
At no point.
So, you know what I'm saying? Saying things just to get a razzle dazzle out of people, I can understand that. What she say? But another thing, Figgy don't have any children. She better make sure the guy is ready to be a stepfather and step up to Blueface place because if not, the first thing he's gonna do is throw it in her face. Yeah, that's what he will do. Blue will make sure definitely. But he gotta do right too. Because you can't keep running from house to house and pillow to post and keep telling these women that they're the problem and you not. How many women have he been dating since we've known him to be with Krishan? It was Krishan, Jaden, Angie, and whoever else would wear panties. You know? And it's like, and all of them
Yeah.
was the problem and you wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
But
cool
my
off
thing
that.
is, I feel like people give like him, cause
He ain't nobody. This nigga ain't got no money. He ain't got no motion. This nigga ain't got nothing rolling for it.
he ain't
He in
got
the
no
same boat. He in the
money.
same boat
He
as
ain't
50. I
got
don't
no
think he.
motion.
Yeah.
He ain't got no manners.
Well, at least 50 got manners. Well, I don't know. I ain't heard him say nothing. I ain't heard him. I ain't even know how he sound. So I can't say he got manners. But I seen his mama and daddy in they pages. It looked like he comes from a good home.
He would if my one of my I'm gonna be honest. If one of my daughters brought him home, I would tell. I know off that my husband would be like, "You sure that boy ain't got a little sugar in his tank?" And I know my sons would say the same thing. I'm just saying, just by observation.
What's BET for the movie? Oh, okay. See, I'm excited for her to get with BET. It's a better look than Zeus. You can shake that stigma off of you. And then because women, it's only one girl
But
that
this is
got
my thing. Is it
nothing.
really her getting engaged to him and her marrying him? Is that really shaking a stigma off of you, or is
No,
that
I'm
making
saying
people like that's so you? So is that? And I'm let's just keep it a buck. Yeah, I know that I love her. I love her. I love her. But let's just keep it a buck. Is that gonna? Is that somebody that you would want? You is that something that you would want for your daughter?
no, I'm not saying him, Annie. I was talking about BET. She was shaking off Zeus as that stitch for on her, because people in the let's just say the A-listers, they look at Zeus as being real low budget. They don't want to do anything with Zeus or anybody that comes from Zeus and baddies or anything to do with baddies. If that's your last occupation, they don't really want to deal with you unless you really just have some serious motion going. You get what I'm saying? But if you messing with BT is fabulous. You know what I'm saying? You got Tyler Perry over there. You got all type of directors over there that'll get you in any movie that you want to be in. It's a different stench on you. So you shaking that stigma off of you. That Zeus. Not Figgy. Oh no, not relationship wise. I was just talking about movie wise because I was responding to Miss Stacy. She said, remember, she said she was going to BT to do an interview. And I said, yeah, that'd be better to shake off Zeus, because I was watching the little documentary on about Zeus, and they were
Baby,
saying
everybody gonna
how
be shaking them. Everybody gonna be shaking them off in a minute. But this Diddy trial keep on going. Shoot,
mm-hmm.
it's gonna be more than just her shaking them off. A lot of people gonna be shaking them off and shaking Natalie too. Baby, I hope she need to start dressing in orange so that people can get used to seeing her in orange or black and white, or in the browns or in the khakis. What they be wearing? Khakis, whatever they wear in the women prisons, baby, because she need to be one of the first ones to go.
She said Natalie go
Because
be
they say
anywhere.
that girl who came up unarrived in Detroit, they say her parents them
Yeah.
ain't playing.
They said that allegedly her best friend and them and her family said allegedly the last person that she was in contact with was Chiseki, um, was it Jayla, and some other girl, one of the new girls. Then was the last three she was seen with allegedly. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But what the people are saying that was with her, they were saying they left her with them.
And I mean I'm just saying this. You mean to tell me Jayla didn't want to go to Betty's Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Tasiki didn't want to go to Betty's Africa? Oh, okay.
I said, "Oh, fine, all right." That's why I
I'm
said,
just saying.
"Okay, I'm glad that Krishan going to BET, because watching that documentary, the boy said, even a few content creators. That's all I'm gonna say. They used to work for Zeus. They said that they couldn't get acting roles once they found out that Zeus was a part of them. They was in talks with them and the whole shot. And once they found out that they worked for Zeus, they didn't want to do any business with them. Like Zeus was their last place of, of doing some big work in the industry was Zeus. They don't want to work with them no more. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's sad. I'll give you a hint on who he is. He knows Jonathan. He had a issue with Jonathan once about a time. And some other
Who?
people we may know. Had a problem with 626.
I know they supposed to be in Dallas this weekend, and they better not be bringing that foolishness to Dallas, baby.
One
Baby,
thing I'm
these are
glad
some different kind of girls
I.
down here. They'll trail ride all over your head. They don't play that.
Okay.
There's a different kind of breed down here in the boot. I mean, over here in the Lone Star State.
She said, wait, she was saying that when she was in the car with her grandmother, she was eating her ass off like she was stuffing her face. LOL. She was getting ready to say too much. Oh yeah. Her godmother. No, that was Arissa, wasn't it? I thought that was Arissa. Yeah. Lipstick. That's one. He was in the documentary too. Yeah. He was. Yeah, that's him. That's him. They were saying how, didn't nobody want to work with them because Zeus was their last place known of business. I forgot what he had said exactly, but I was like, damn, that's messed up. So people don't want to work with anybody that did business like that, really, with Zeus. So I'm glad she had an opportunity to get the hell away from them, Because you see how
But
everybody
she
that
has
ever
some
left
stuff
Zeus
in
came back.
working. She has some stuff in works before she even went. So
Right. I feel like if all they did was fight, that's what I'm saying, and that's an ugly look. You get what I'm saying? For any movie director or anything. So, just show you got this and your dedication to whatever it is that you doing, and she'll be all right. Letitia said, see, that's why I wish your mom just will get herself together so that she can sit down and talk to her daughter and tell her a little baby slow down and a little baby.
but it's like, is she gonna listen to her? So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
she
right.
could get up.
It's hard head.
She
That's
could
why she
talk.
said that Blue named her the perfect name. She do what she want to do. I respect that because she's grown. I take care of myself. Sometimes when you feel like you know it all, you gonna stumble a bunch. Sometimes you may take 5 steps forward, and because you don't want to listen to nobody guide you, you're gonna take 20 steps backwards. But that's a learning lesson as you progress in life. You learn to stop doing those things because you see that's not working. If I go out like me, when I used to be 20.
Hello?
I'm back. They didn't cut me out. See, that's messed up. Y'all see how they did me? They just kicked me out. They didn't give me not even a 30-day notice. I think wait. Oh, I think Krishan will do good with Tyler Perry. I think she would too. Because Tyler Perry is the type of person, he'll put you in a situation where you doing therapy and a bunch of shit. Because actors and actresses, they do therapy. Because some roles could be something about your past, that is to trigger you. So they'll have you in therapy and all types of shit. And some things could be too much for some people, so they'll have you in therapy. But that role play, that role pay good shit. So we did when we were younger. Yeah, but like I was saying before I got kicked out, like I didn't pay my rent. You live and you learn. We did shit when we was younger that we didn't listen. So, you know, I ended up owing the bank $250, over $37. Moral of the story. Where ain't he go? Yeah. Ooh, shit. But anyway, y'all. But back to what we were saying. While we was talking about Papoose and Remy. I feel that we're gonna talk about a little bit of both. Papoose, Remy, Krishan, everybody, damn it. Even Diddy freaky ass. Cause I seen the pictures. Did y'all see them pictures that they showed at the courthouse? This man was freaky deaky. No, that wasn't even no freaky shit. That wasn't no freaky shit. We ain't gonna even call it freaky. That ain't freaky. That ain't even nasty. He brought a brand new meaning to disgusting. Cause getting pissed on ain't a part of being freaky. Uh-uh. That is not a part of the game. Damn, where ain't he go? I wanted her to pull up something for me. Damn it. Let me see if I can. All right, I'm back. Tammy Taylor. Hey, welcome to the Moo Moo Room, Tammy. This is the home of the aunties, uncles, nieces, and nephews. I'm nephew Dre. Auntie Moo Moo, she's taking a break right now. Auntie Katina not here tonight. She sleeps. She got work tomorrow. But welcome. We just come here, relax, keep it respectful, and give our opinions based off of things that's going on in the streets. Hey everyone, I just wanted to say that Tyler is part of the industry and I wouldn't want nobody to be a part of that. I'm just saying. Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point there. Now damn it. When you right, you're right. Ooh. I think a little bit of everybody is in the industry, to be honest. She don't want to be in there. I don't know. I have not a clue. What y'all think about that? Wow, I'm trying to get AT to pull up Pissy Live because I heard she went live earlier. And what is this Ange talking shit back now to Carlissa? Did y'all see that? Ange talking shit to Carlissa. What have she been saying to her? I seen one post earlier when she says she doing too much, says the clout demon or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So somebody tell me something. Yeah. Look, she was up there talking Cash Jones shit to her. I said, wow. Because remember, Carlissa said she was doing too much. I don't know what she was doing too much doing, but she said she was doing too much. Fall back. And she just now replying. I don't know what happened to the sound. Can y'all hear me? Okay, good, cool. Because I know sometimes it be tripping. Mm-hmm. But yeah, anywho, and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, Jaden responded. The only thing she showed was some boxes. That was all she showed was some boxes that she supposedly got from her fans. Who gives a damn? The hell? Nobody cares about your fans sending you shit. That ain't a reply. She just don't want her. I'm assuming she don't want her kids around the baby or around Krishan or around anything to have to do with her. If she'd deal with, let her kids be around Carlissa, but she don't want her kids nowhere around Krishan or anything to do with her. And that's cool. That's fine. Your children, you can do what you want, but that's some childish ass shit, and you're gonna regret it. You definitely gonna regret that shit. That's for sure. Damn, y'all. I don't know where Auntie went. I was gonna have her pull up Carlissa live and a couple of other lives from over the last 48 hours. Cause everybody been talking they shit. Oh wow, they won't work with me. Nah, it don't work for me. I be trying, but I got control over so much. It only allows one person to have total control over everything. So yeah, I can't never watch it. What you find it on? Oh, YouTube. Only thing you put in is Car Pissy Live, Krabby Patty Lives. I call them lies, but hey. I don't know where Annie went, y'all. I was finna have her come up and pull up some stuff for us. Well, damn. So did they really pick up Young Miami too? What? This is my first time hearing about it. I heard that it was supposed to be a lot of big names that were surprised witnesses that's testifying. That's what I heard. Some of them is actresses in the whole shot. Oh, there she go.
I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
Oh, her sound went off. Oh, that's what that happened. Cause they kicked me out too. They kicked us both out like we didn't pay no mortgage, no nothing. It's okay. We got y'all.
I pay my rent. I promise I do. Can y'all hear
So
me?
yeah, we can hear you. Oh yeah, and then Aaron Plummer said allegedly Whack No 100 had a warrant out for his arrest.
Oh,
That's what Aaron said. So allegedly. So I don't know how true it is. Don't know where it came, what county, what state, no nothing. I just know that's what he said. He said allegedly it's for attempted M and some other stuff. Oh, terrorist threats. Allegedly.
I can see that. He think he Big Red.
Yeah, I think I can see that. Big Red didn't stay. He wasn't alive long enough to see his sentence. I want to know what happened to Ellen, Kimura, Mary, etc.
I wonder if they're going to be character witnesses.
Huh?
I wonder if they're going to be character witnesses for him.
That's what I was thinking. But then You know, this is like a Rico in a sense. This is going like
Where's Clive at?
um I can begin to tell you. But all I know is they got some people that's coming, and the names that they dropping is gonna shock the hell out of everybody. People that people thought was they little princess and all types of shit. You just gonna be like, I was like, and people that you didn't, men that you didn't expect, you just be like, oh. See, a lot of people didn't want to come. I feel why a lot of people didn't want to go in and be a witness if they wasn't a witness, because that's your career. You know what I'm saying? We already heard what Cassie alleged to happen at the party, and what the other people alleged to happen at the party. So if you see somebody hopping on that stand and saying some things, and you hear what they saying, you're gonna be like, what? That's like if that's like if Mike was here, God rest the dead, okay? And he said he was up on the stand talking about, yeah, I took me and Bubbles and we went there and we got jiggy with it. And you're gonna be like, oh, hell no. No. I know you didn't go, Mike. I know you didn't go. I loved your music. You was getting pissy with it. Hell nah. See? You know, I don't want to say the other character because you get a little sensitive about him. So that's why I chose mine.
Better not.
You know, we brought him up last night for a little bit, but everybody else took your side. Because I was like, who was better, Mike or Prince? Mike. Who's one person said Mike? Everybody, Prince. You don't understand, and everybody got to singing Prince.
You must don't know he was the man, baby.
I said, oh, okay.
You will really understand what I'm talking about.
Right, I gotta have this conversation with men, and some heterosexual men, I might add. You will see Prince will bring the out of a man. I didn't see them do it. Them comedians get up there and they lie about what they did they get up there and make fun and jokes about what they did at the Prince concerts. They ain't gonna stop the fact that you said you didn't.
Had a whole song that said "Lucy Control." That was his whole song.
Look, Amy, you hear women tell the stories about how Prince turned a grown man into a little, you know. I didn't want to go to none of them concerts. I'll get my woman a ticket. She can go by herself. Hey, T Fox, if she come back, she come back. She don't, she don't. And if she go to a Prince concert, I don't think I want her to come back to me.
Yes, you do.
She's not mine no more. Shit. Everybody was in love with Prince. Prince got her heart now, not me. So what Anne said to Carissa? Oh, she just told her she was a clout demon, and you told her to pipe. You told her she was doing too much. Says the clout something. But I'm calling it. I said a clout demon.
Who said that?
Ange.
Who?
Carlissa.
When?
She been talking shit to Carlissa for the last few days. I just got a hold to. I had seen one of the posts earlier. I said, what? Well, talk your shit, Inch.
Mm.
Tell her to shut the fuck up and go to the dentist and get her teeth fixed and then go to a therapist and get her mind right. The world will love you. And tell her she needs to sit in that a bathtub and then take a shower. Yeah. Spend 45 minutes in that bathtub, 30 minutes in that shower, and she should be clean. She should be clean. Now, let's say she was, because you know, what's in your pores is in your pores. I can't help that. Because allegedly, I heard that Callie got kicked out because she was stanky. She got punched in the face because her Oochie Woody was stinking, and that was allegedly. That's what they coming out saying now. Her Hooter Wooter was fishy wishy.
Because she probably had. Let me shut up.
They said it smelled like fishy wishy with some perfume and dirty clothes. With a side of bounce that ass on a hot day.
Okay. Cold
Yeah. Look.
Remember that video I posted? She said somebody needed pineapple.
Look. She wasn't pregnant with Callie when she said that.
No, I'm saying it was
Krabby Patty.
It was her, Callie, Selena, and Bree. And she was like, ooh, somebody needs pineapples. I need pineapples.
Ooh, everybody needs some damn pineapples. Oh, hell no. Y'all stink like that? When y'all move your legs, it smell like fish?
They was dancing. They was calling some dance, working out for Callie's birthday last year.
Oh, wow.
To her apartment, and they had threw her a little birthday thing.
Is she in her new mansion now? I couldn't tell you. It looked like the same old ugly ass place to me. I think she downgraded. The reason why I say she downgraded and everything is a lot smaller, because remember, Mr. Sturl had him a theater room. That's not there no more. If you got a mansion, you gonna have even a mini mansion, probably what, 7 to 8 rooms? Or is it 7 to 10?
But she said she got 5 bathrooms and 5 rooms.
5 bathrooms and 5 rooms don't even make no damn sense.
She said 5 bathrooms, 5 rooms, and 2 kitchens, and an outside kitchen. That's what she said.
That don't even make no sense.
I'm just telling you what the heck is.
Wait a minute. 5 bathrooms, 5 rooms. Do she got an outside bathroom? Even with the outside bathroom, that's still too many damn bathrooms.
She said she got 5 bathrooms.
What is it, an apartment?
It's a duplex, look like a upstairs, it's like a house that you can rent out half of it for like a duplex because it has a whole like 2 bedrooms in the other room. It's an investment property. They probably don't Airbnb it.
That still don't make no sense, Annie. 5 bathrooms, 5 rooms.
She said the main house got 3 bedrooms. The second house got 2 bedrooms and a kitchen.
2 baths and 2 bed. Okay, I can see a half a bathroom in one, and a whole bath. But that's the second house. So the first house still got too many bathrooms. 3 bedroom, 3 baths.
Yeah, because you got your bathroom downstairs when you first come in the house.
Then the other people probably share a bathroom, and then the master bathroom. I'm on the phone.
That's still too many bathrooms.
I'm just saying what she said.
I know, but that's still too many bathrooms. Because even in the 3 bedroom, I could see 3 bedroom, 2 bath, you know, or 4 bed. I could see what 5 bedroom, 3 bath. That sounds reasonable. You know, the other house outside got the whole bathroom in it. You got one downstairs, one upstairs, and one in the master bedroom.
Huh?
But she going on her jade and counting and shit. I don't know if she was high when she started counting. I don't know. It was small as hell. That's not no mansion. That ain't no mansion. Remember when she did? Yeah, when she did the walkthrough, it was small as hell. Her other house she was living in was bigger than that. She probably got a little bit more land. That's probably what they did it for. To rent that out. You know, Blue may need it. The way he going, he ain't got no money.
Let them tell it. He the money. He the money in the trial.
Yeah. Let her tell it. She was the star of Soul Plane and Friday. You seen the way she blew herself up on them posters. She been telling us a bunch of bullshit for years now. I'm tired of her. Every time she thinks she going somewhere, she gets snatched back by Karma, and Karma said, nah, bitch, not that far, not too fast. Sit down. You up here think you moving and grooving? Sit down. Cause you know Callie gonna be staying there. Callie ain't got no money to go get no job to go pay for nothing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jaden ain't got nothing going for her. So in a minute she gonna be living there too.
She probably like, this is for all of us to live in. This is the family house.
This the family house. We all gonna live here as a family. Yeah, that's how that's gonna go. All 3 incomes underneath one roof. I can see that. We ain't gonna tell nobody though.
I surprised to send Lele a happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. Lele don't fuck with her. Not at all. But that now, Annie, now see y'all, we done did a problem solving. Stop hating. She had the lead still role. Yeah, let me stop hating on her 10 seconds of not talking. You know, extras matter. They like little booties. They matter. But Ange don't have her mind right. But dealing long with Blue, how can you be stable? That's what I'm saying. Blue is special. And if I was Krishan, I'd be a little nervous too. We got to look at it from her aspect of things. Blue's sitting in there with a bunch of different spirits. You know what I'm saying? From all different walks of life. That done everything disgusting that you can think of. This person is finna get out and come home. No matter if she doesn't want to deal with him or not, she's going to have to deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
The baby too little to deal with him alone, so you're going to have to deal. No matter what. For at least 10 years. Sorry. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles shit. The reason why I'm saying sorry, because shit is Blue. Don't nobody want to deal with Blue. Hell. And Ange, she's an airhead. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ange, if you listening, baby. But you an airhead. I'm so sorry. You too gullible. Or you easily persuaded. Well, I just gave you the definition of an airhead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be an asshole about it. It is what it is. She's an airhead. I thought Jaden was an airhead. Oh, she. No, she just stupid and gullible. This thing here is a airhead. Like the candy.
Just because you got book sense don't mean you got common sense.
That's what I'm saying. Just because you can read a book and understand what you read don't mean you're going to use it in life. Hell nah. And let's not get started with Blue. He can't even spell Jesus. Ask Blue how you spell Jesus. Mm-hmm.
He's a demon. A demon didn't want to spell Jesus.
Wait a minute. That was the first time I ever heard the Breakfast Club talk about Blue in 10 years was when he spelled Jesus wrong. The last time he was on there spelling Jesus, the last time he was on the Breakfast Club was the last time I ever heard them talk about him before he spelled Jesus wrong. He made the Breakfast Club a donkey of the day.
Oh, how'd you get home?
I said, well, that's the same thing that the girls was on Batty saying about her. Yeah, she's gullible, easily persuaded. She don't care. She just to fit in. Please pick me.
Who?
Jaden. Why do I feel like Edge and Blue did an OnlyFans? They probably did. See, Blue.
Who want to see that?
Right? I feel that, like, Blue is a little disabled. He got something a lot. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice because he got the little children. So I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you could come up. Hold on. Let me drop the light. I'm quick with it now, ain't he? Auntie Katina be like, hurry up. Drop the light, nephew. Now you gonna have to learn to work this, nephew. So now I'm quick with it. Okay.
I was knocked out. I was a thing of the past.
No, when we be letting people up, she wants you to be expeditiously fast. And I'm on the phone. The phone be going slow as hell. You be like, okay, I'm coming, auntie. Okay, here I come. Hey, Pamela.
Hey, nephew. Hey, auntie.
Hey, how you doing?
I should be having my butt in this bed, but I didn't know if you knew this. Krishan is finna be on BET.
She finna do her big one over there. I want to know what she doing.
She gonna make a few appearances.
Huh? She gonna do what?
Appearances.
Oh, appearances.
She said she went to acting school.
Oh. Well, go ahead.
She might be in a movie.
That's what I said. Maybe a Tyler Perry movie or sitcom.
Something like that.
Yeah. I could see her as sisters.
No, I can't see her.
Okay, she too little.
Sister lost their mind.
She could fit in the sisters.
Well, maybe she could be Karen's baby because Karen ain't had that baby yet.
She's still pregnant?
Yes.
She's been pregnant for a whole year.
No,
2 years.
Oh no.
and still little.
Oh no. Zatima getting ready to have her own baby with him.
And the other girl about that, the lady that work at the bank about to have a baby. Well, he trying to get her eggs.
Oh wow.
So how
See,
y'all been
everybody
doing?
get ready to have a baby except for her.
I don't care who had no baby. I don't want no baby.
Look, I'm second thinking them 12 right now. I promise you. This
I'm
gangster
so
one that I
happy.
got. Mm-mm.
I'm so happy that my kids moved out. Only thing I missed with my kids being here is they used to clean up all the time and they had good food stamps. But now they gone. I need to lose weight anyway. And I clean up when I want to. But this is the
Mm,
first time I was raised in this house with 9 people. And then everybody come. But now everybody gone. I'm happy.
right,
I'm
right,
happy.
right.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I be lonely, but I'm happy.
Yeah, right. You see? But out of these 5, the third one just tests your gangster. I thought it'd be your second, but it's the third one. He tests your gangster.
That's
It
because he's
just,
young. Whitney.
he will test your gangster. He will make you debate between heaven and hell and jail. All at once, you just be debating like,
Mama,
nah.
mama.
Yes.
So what you think about Carlos babysitting?
Babysitting who?
What she say?
Baby,
I
Oh, she
said,
said
what you feel
babysitting
like,
who?
Junior?
Ain't gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
I feel that she don't have nobody in her family that she could trust to watch her baby because you know all of them. Blue probably don't want that baby out there with them.
He don't. That's why she all the way out there. We all
And
know
so
that
I
she
stay
be
in
talking to him.
Baltimore. She got
Hey,
to
Rob.
try to work. She got to work. She can't take the baby with her everywhere.
Right. That's why I said she just need a nanny.
and why not his
Uh,
grandmammy?
Right. You can
I
hire
know she
her as a
would.
nanny.
I
You
know
can
she
hire.
would enjoy herself with them since they got his little room ready. Because
Mm-hmm.
Blue ain't gonna be able to handle no baby.
He sure can't. She ain't gonna be able to
So
handle one either.
she gonna have to go up there and sleep in that bunk bed with her baby.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why I
I
said,
mean, but the
well,
days that she got to work, she got to work. She gonna need somebody.
yeah, you just gonna have to hire you a professional nanny. How you make
Then
sure it's
Blue,
an elder nanny, so one that ain't got
it,
use for the
that's
Instagram
what
and
I'm gonna
everything.
say. You get a nanny at Blue Star. I hope this boy don't get in trouble coming out here being a whore.
Look, that's why I said get you an elderly nanny, get you some, and get yourself and move where your work is for that moment, and go on about your business because you see what Carlissa did to her own grandkids, telling baby Journey to go hop in that deep end with no floaty on. She could swim. Watch y'all. Go jump, Journey. And she on live. Go jump, Journey.
Well, I
Where
hope
was
she
you
don't
at
do
when
that.
Carter? Well, I mean, when Carter hit his head?
But who would y'all think would be the best person to watch Junior if she go to work?
A nanny.
She not gonna see. You know how that always turn out. They feel
Mm-hmm.
some kind of way stealing pictures.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm not opposed. I know. Okay, this is coming from Auntie. Y'all know I don't nobody pass out.
Hey, Robin.
I'm not opposed to it because this. Let me tell you something. One thing about that baby is that is Blue's bone of his bone and his flesh of his flesh. And Carlissa, anything that Blue belongs to him, baby, she gotta. She's so in love.
And I think she will do. I think she'll do right by Krishan.
I think she would until she don't.
Yeah,
I
And
don't
she
well,
think.
always got a backup
I
for
don't.
when she
I
don't.
don't think. if Krishan said, I'll take myself out of this, if Blue called Krishan back, that's on him. But she should not stop Carlos from seeing her. But I think Carlos, because everybody else in her family is crazy.
Right.
And I don't want her to get tied up, bullshit, fucking with her family.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And if her Carliska, bald head,
Aliska.
if bald head don't just start putting them out there and
Right.
just let him go to his room until she get to know him. You can't just you got to get to know him.
Right. I would think that she should go sit down and have a lunch date with Krishan and get to know him gradually and just have a woman to woman conversation with her so Krishan could tell her, like, I'll bring him around, he can get to know you, and then I'll leave him with you.
The only thing Carlissa was saying, if I watch that baby and if I tell you gonna tell me you're gonna be back at Monday at 1:00, I might say, babe, get your ass over here. She said, I talk to all of them like that.
And she does.
But she said she hoping Krishan don't pop in the head when she talk like that.
We're gonna do it.
Well, she gonna do it. But I think that's the best place for him. I believe Carlissa will do right by him.
Oh yeah, I think she would too. Carlissa is just hot air. You know what I'm saying?
Right
she throws temper tantrums.
Yeah. And it's Blues baby, the $1 million baby. Her show will go up. But before she put him out there, I said before she put him out there,
she want him.
She gotta have a good understanding. Krishan have to have a good talk with her. Don't put him out there like that. If you can't show him a good time, don't show my baby like that.
Get off that computer board.
Well, ask me, can we work on him being on the show? I'll cut you in on this, and you can have a percentage, for him being on the show, and or we could put him something in there to account for him.
She could be on the show. I mean, they could work it out if everybody just.
Okay,
so they can work it out if
I don't know if I said
this. Do right, Krishan don't get smart. You know what I'm saying?
What gonna happen?
No, I think that she tried with her family to make amends with her family, and they didn't want to make amends. So the ones that she cool with will probably make an appearance every here and there, but they got to do it on mutual grounds. Like, we just gonna come together and do a show.
One thing for sure. Anything she do down there, she got to pay for it. When she be doing her sister's dinner, the people buying the dinners for because Krishan gonna be there. But one day that's not gonna be safe for Krishan. If she out there with all her jewelry, it's just not as safe as that. Having secret meetings and stuff like that. That bothers me. So I can't understand why they can't do it in a hall somewhere.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Because that's a lot of like when she rents out places, like the police told her, you got to rent out because they got to be there. If it's over 10 people, that's too much.
But she got to get permits.
So it's like a permit from the city.
But I'm
really out there, they don't have no cop.
The cops is there.
When she go on the street to sell food, they don't have no cop.
No, I think the police be around, but they, you know what I'm saying? Because I think they be around, but they let her do her thing.
Take a picture with them. But what I'm saying is, she better go ahead and get her restaurant together instead of taking that money and doing whatever else she do. She better be trying to put that money together to rent a building, because
that's what I said.
The sun is gone.
That's what I said to everybody. I said, you can't nobody say nothing this round, because it's like, I came down, I did my big one with you, I provided whatever, or however it went, you provided by showing up, you providing by sharing it, you providing by making sure it's people there.
thing.
to get you customers.
But even with that, it's Tifa, Tifa, Tifa. These are Tifa favorite meals. These are Tifa this. So then why Tifa ain't doing the meat
Don't
and
worry
greens?
about it. I'm not gonna. When I come to town, you gonna do my favorite meals, and when she come, you can do her favorite meals. I'm not worried
Right.
about that. What I'm worried about is, I can't be here with y'all and everybody in my pocket, and I'm risking my stuff out here in these streets when you know so many haters hate her. So that's
But
what
this
I'm
is
saying.
my thing.
She
No,
need a
I
haul.
understand. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this. If it was all because y'all not watching the scenario, they're trying to phase her out and phase Tifa in. By saying y'all have to watch with her, and that's why she's like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and go on and deal with Carlissa because I'd rather deal with Carlissa than keep dealing with y'all, and y'all trying to phase me out and phase her in.
Right. That's exactly what
Where
I
you
got
get
from it.
excuse me,
That's
where
what
you get
I
that
got.
from?
Because everything they do was, oh, this Tifa's favorite meal, so we gonna make this the dish to sell. We gonna make Tifa's other favorite dish to sell at this one.
Because they want
Everything is
what
about
they say
Tifa,
they
Tifa.
all want it
Tifa
together.
not,
Uh-uh.
but Tifa not showing up to doing the meet and greet. Tifa
Right,
not showing up to do nothing. She not showing
right.
up. Why she not? That's what I said. If you got to make Tifa's favorite meal to sell and this and that and that, you didn't start with this is Unique's favorite meal. This is Sierra's favorite meal. This is whatever
Mookie's
This
favorite
is
meal or whoever.
Mookie's favorite meal. Nothing like that. Everything's Tifa, 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 Tifa.
Like
Paying
Tifa
Well,
out there
you
doing the
gotta
meet and
think
greet.
about that. You gotta think about that. Tifa is right behind her, right behind Tessa.
No, I get what you're
So
saying, but why Tifa
I
ain't the
think
one there helping you?
I
why
think
is
it's
Tifa doing
invited.
meet and greet?
I think they're invited. I think Chassie and Tifa and China, they out the picture. Now she just got to work with these, but they need what they need, and she
Right,
need to
but
get what
no,
she needs.
but I agree with you when they know when Blue come home, they setting up they out. That's what they're
They know
doing. They
they are.
setting up they out by saying, "Oh, well, I represented Tifa. I did this because they think Tifa's going to look back for them. They just not knowing that Tifa is gone."
Tifa, Tifa left soon as they said Betty Betty shot o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and we ain't
But see,
seen her
her
home
family not
since.
realizing that. Her family not realizing that Tifa's not coming back for y'all. She's not doing a Krishan. Tifa's
And
gone. She's
Krishan,
Hollywood
and I
now.
don't think Krishan is ever coming back either. Y'all
Yeah,
can
after
say
this,
what
she
y'all
not
want.
coming
She
back.
going back to Blue. She going back
Mm-hmm.
to Blue.
She not
She
coming
going
back.
back to Blue.
Even if she go
She
back
ain't
to
gonna come
Blue and
back.
she leave them and she stay gone from them, she not coming
Blue
back. She
said
gonna go
he does
on and do
not
her.
want that baby. He do not want that baby with them people. And if
No,
he
he
made
don't.
up with his mama, he gonna have to tell his mama not to disrespect my baby and don't put I can't even say that because if he do that, that's when she gonna get them peace bonds on their ass.
Yep, she
I
gonna go.
just don't.
I don't know. I'd rather deal with Carlissa because Carlissa, at least she
I
start
still say
praising
I'd
you
rather
too
deal
much.
with Carlissa because you don't know what's gonna happen up at one of their house. Somebody could be kicking in the door or
First of all,
anything.
Carlissa's very predictable.
Right.
So
She is,
only, thing,
but
only thing
when
you
you
got to
know
do is
that's
give her a
Blue's
Yanti.
baby,
Give her a Yanti show. Sorry, I'm smoking, y'all. But give her a call Lemmy and be
I'll
like, let me
smoke the
just give her
too,
a
but I
season
ain't
of
joking.
Yantis too. Give her season of Yantis 2 back, or put a little show on Zeus. You know, give her a little $100,000 budget and put a show on Zeus.
She
Let me
got
be
her
like,
own channel. She don't need Zeus.
but
If they work
Carlissa
this
wants
out
Zeus
good,
because of the
if they
publicity.
Carlissa's show will grow if Blue and Jaden, he got to visit his kids and he got to be there with Sean and they all come over Carlissa's house. And
uh,
Krishan respect Carlissa and Carlissa, I believe they can make some money.
this is that
I
damn thing.
believe that they can make money that way, but Carlissa's so much of a control freak. Her
Hold
and
on, let me
Kimberly will not
Krishan
get
ain't gonna
along.
let her.
nephew.
Krishan ain't gonna let her control her.
Hold
No,
on, let me say.
Kimberly speaks for Krishan business wise, and you got to think
Right.
about who's compatible for Kimberly. And
She's going to
Kimberly and
BET.
Carlissa ain't compatible.
She's going to BET.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And her and Kimberly is not the
She's
same
gonna be
breed.
the
Kimberly.
babysitter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Now I say you'll be a great nanny. That's what I can use you for. But far as coming on your show and I'm contracted with BET, I can't do that for you.
No. I ain't talking about no Carlissa going that show. Carlissa gonna babysit while I go to BET.
Yeah, there we go. Wait, the babysitter godmom. Oh, her godmom.
No,
Well,
her
yeah.
godmama working run a daycare. And
Yeah.
remember what I just said, Blue do not want that baby down there.
Right. And so he want her back down. He want her and the baby back down
in
there.
Los Angeles. He want that
Yeah.
baby back in Los Angeles.
But can I say something? Let me say something. Let me say this. First
Go
of
ahead,
all,
Annie.
I hate when people say Krishan has to respect Carlissa. Carlissa has to respect Krishan as well.
I said they're gonna have to accept each other. And
Oh no, she was responding to a comment, Annie.
Oh.
But they just gotta have a ground of level of respect for each other on both sides. Carlissa has to tell her she's sorry for disrespecting her and that baby and not standing her ground as an elder and not going there with her.
I wouldn't even, when my baby go over there, he go over there with Blue. And if I feel y'all not doing my baby right when I don't go over there, because I'm not going over there. Now you could go ask your mama, can you babysit? But first, I want to sit down to see how you treat my child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
exactly.
That's how I see it's going. That's how I see it going. She playing with the figgy. But
right, he aged nothing serious. She just making Blue mad and passing time. You know, Blue ain't got rid of Ange yet. So when you see Ange disappear into the wind like a fart,
that was a pawn. That was Carlissa got that girl drunk and had her looking dumb, and then told everybody she had a BBL. So Carlissa would take, and now she's talking junk about the girl.
That's what I'm saying, because Krishan apologized. So it's like
Carlissa was going up on Ange before Krishan apologized.
Yeah, she told her she was doing too much.
Right, and she told everybody she just had a booty tuck.
Yeah, she did. She called her Miss New Booty.
I seen her naked. Who's like, what?
Yeah, she said, "Yeah, I seen everything."
Every time she go around them young girls, she come back being nasty.
Yeah, I just hope that this is a different leaf for everybody. A different opportunity for everybody. And now that everybody just respect each other's boundaries.
You know what? She might not be attractive with him no more with all them goddamn scrabbles. But I guess that's the only person he could come back to is Scrabble, because she got Scrabble too. So what else can we do? They're gonna get back together.
Exactly.
But he gonna have to let her. They're gonna have to let Carlissa babysit because she can't let her family babysit. When she over there with Blue, and they about to go do a concert, they're gonna have to
drop the baby off to Carlissa. I get it, or leave them with Papa Blue, one of them.
Will be a good grandmama, but the point is she gonna start putting him all on camera?
Right. I don't think
gonna lose my respect to don't put my baby on camera until y'all slow step him in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just go, oh, I got the baby, and then start showing the baby. That's when we're gonna call defect on her bitch ass.
Right. I mean, I'll let you flip the camera on him once just to prove you got him. But you ain't gotta.
He gonna cry. He gonna cry, so they gonna know.
Right. Because she gonna be too busy online.
She there with him, and before she put that camera on, show what all he could do to you before you gonna come show all what he could do.
Let him start walking first.
So don't just throw him out there. Get to know him and see what he could do.
Right. See what he could do and what and then let him start walking first. Then you put him on there. Don't you just throw him on there because you didn't got on there and drug him. Now first you gonna get on there and clear his name with your hate pages that you created, Bimbo.
She said she gonna
And
get
Miss
off of it.
wait, one
She said
second,
she
I'm
gonna get
sorry.
off the internet.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Miss Robin, she Miss Robin, Blue ain't had no money of his own to do nothing for himself in quite some time. Even before he went into Click City, he was pawning
He
chains
is in
and
debt.
getting advancements on shows, and he was
He do have a show on Zeus, but
yeah,
shit, the way Zeus getting sued, they being sued.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like he ain't had no. He had to
But
get them advancements just to be
he
in the
can
home.
still do that show. He can still do that show over
He
there
got
with his
he
mom.
got half of the money just to stay at home for a few
All he
months
gotta
before he
do is
went to jail.
all he need to use is that studio and make some songs. Make that
Now we know he can't stay on beat to save his own life. The only time
but he wrote some stupid songs though.
he go, you seen the way Krishan was looking at him when he was in that studio? He was like, and she was like, oh, she had that look on her face like, I know I didn't just get pregnant by him. This is what the future holds.
When he come out, he gonna these women gonna still be like, I want to talk to Blue, but in the back of their mind, they were like, he ugly.
He
With
broke
all that
and he
stuff
got
on
her
his face.
name on his face and he over there looking like baby
His
Joker.
baby's name. That's his baby's name.
No, that's what they want you to believe. But he called her his trophy, and he got the number
It's
one.
a trophy. Listen, it's a trophy behind Krishan.
Right.
That was the sneak part he put in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's that sneak
Mm-hmm.
part because he got Krishan, then by the ear, it's a trophy. So
Exactly.
we
And don't
already
nobody
know.
remember what that means, but the people that's been watching what he said and been watching this since the beginning.
Right.
And
And he
everybody,
was
oh
so
no,
happy
that's his
when he
son
turned his
name.
face
Okay.
around.
Mm-hmm. What what? The way he always bragging about money. Yeah. Blue was broke before he went in.
He gonna
That
work.
chain to him that Krishan had, and she said she gave it to a fan. Yeah, the
Yeah.
fan was him. He was her fan, her number one fan.
Yeah, because they got into it that night.
Yeah, he
That's when they
needed the
went to
money
that
to
party in
save his house.
Miami. It was in
Mm-hmm.
Miami party and Blue popped up. And then she
Mm-hmm.
played Fuck Blueface. And he left. And she went to the
Yep.
room.
Yep. And they went there
The
and
the next day she didn't have those doggone she didn't have that blue thing.
yep.
That
She
blue,
sure did.
he took that.
He pawned it
Because he
in. He
broke.
had to. He had to lean against that house. He had to get himself from underneath that debt.
I don't think no way they gonna be able to stay the house.
The house is gone. He ain't got 16 million. He ain't even worth 16 million.
Well, they better get a penthouse in the sky.
They better do in the
I
sky
know one
high.
thing. They better not move downstairs from Carlissa.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he baby
She got two
pleasing her
kids.
right now. You heard
She got
Krishan.
two
He
kids.
keep calling me. He keep calling me. You got to get rid of Ange. You can't do what you think you want to do, sir. You gonna have to give
That's
up some stuff.
Carlissa pushing edge on her. That's Carlissa pushing edge. I've been
Hmm.
sitting here and all my stuff. Ain't got nothing for the morning.
You
Just
know
sitting
what's
here,
so
girl.
crazy? Carlissa plan that she had, it worked to her advantage in a weird way. Because she had a plan. Her plan was to blow up Taseki, Charity, and whoever she can get on her side, right? But it ended up working where it blew up her whole family dynamic that she was trying to do, meaning Krishan, and she ended up coming back, and they ended up rehashing out their problems. So it still worked out for her benefit in a weird way. Mm.
Child, this is soap opera every day. Like, oh my God, what's now? What's now?
Right.
So
I'm
I
just
think now, I think now, Blue told her to start. He fixing the room up for him. She
mm-hmm.
out because she messing with boys, but he ain't out. The baby not out. Because that's the
Right.
$1 million baby. Blue can make money on that baby. Just saying Blue got the baby. The baby old Blue house.
Right.
Krishan old Blue house. Krishan them that got married. Blue and the baby. Carlissa babysitting. I mean, it could be a
Mm-hmm.
whole new show. But why would you do that when you didn't get your own family on because they act any kind of fool?
But see, that's why she went down there and tried it with them first. She tried it with them first. You can't shut the big sister mouth to save her life. You got the little crackhead sister
Oh,
uh, over here
oh,
getting high.
I wish I lived down the street from her.
I
And
wish
somebody
I
told
mean
me she was
I
there.
just want. If I
That one
one day I wish I was a
on
police officer
the
in their
That
neck
one
of the
is
woods.
that one. Chastity ain't nothing. Chastity can't even fight.
She sure
That
can't.
China, she out of pocket.
She is. I wish I was a police officer or a CPS worker in their neck of the woods. That's all I need to be. Give me one of them credentials, and I
I don't
promise
need
you.
them people. I don't need them people because they might
No,
tell me since you got her locked up, you gotta watch her kids. So I ain't gonna do that.
mm-mm. I'm
What
giving them
I'm
back to
gonna
who they
do,
belong to.
what I'm gonna do is walk right to that door, knock on
I,
that door, and when
this
I
is
see her,
my
I'm just gonna
issue. And
pop
this
it.
is, and I'm
That's
gonna
what I
have to
want to do.
say
But she just
because I
be,
get tired. Hold on,
little. So she got
excuse me.
mad at
Hold on,
her
hold on. Hello,
because
hello,
hello,
hello. Hold on, hold
hello,
on. I'm gonna say this because I get tired of people saying this, and I don't like when people say this.
what?
I'm gonna take her kids and give them back to who they belong to. If them people wanted them kids, they had opportunities after opportunities to get them kids. They don't want them. They don't want them. And cause, baby,
I
if you want your child bad enough, nobody in hell. China is 4'11". She is 4'11". So you mean to tell me there is no way y'all can go get y'all kids from a 4'11" ass female?
and
I
they
was talking about
found her where
charity,
she
baby.
lived. They wanted her. They Linda. They found Linda, and
I was talking about
Linda
Santa
didn't
kids. I
help.
was talking about charity,
They
baby.
said they were gonna help her and everything, and she wouldn't. She wouldn't go.
Mm-hmm.
And she went
She wouldn't
MIA.
go.
No, she wouldn't go. Just like the other
She
one.
wouldn't go.
Neither one of them
And
wouldn't
so
go.
I didn't
They
want
gave
to.
a bogus.
I don't want to take her from the kids if that's all she got. I want to just punch her in her nose and see some blood come out, just to tell her shut the fuck up.
Oh no, I was gonna be a CPS social worker for charity.
No violence on this.
Oh,
We do not condone
Mm-hmm.
violence on this channel.
I ain't talking about that violence. I just want to punch you in the nose. That's not real. That's not real violence. If it was real violence, I would have said I want to push her down and skin her knee. I want to do like the Flintstones. Tap, 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 tap. Bam! Right in the nose. I can't
See,
stand her. She always got something to say.
see, and I would take every car China drives because I know there ain't nobody no got no license in that house. Every time I see them, I'm giving them a ticket. I'm taking cars.
No cause.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh. I mean, you can't have feelings in war.
Mm.
I
The
think
art of war
Chastity.
says you got to break them down. Whatever they love, you take. That's the art of war. And it's like nothing about you feel before you take everything that they love. No.
You're right, that is tired of one.
Look, Annie, you know me. I operate off that book sometimes.
Mhm.
And it's not always a good thing, but when you got people playing with you like that, sometimes you gotta hit them where it hurts. And now it's like, leave me alone.
Oh,
Otherwise, I'm gonna knock your other leg from underneath you. Yeah, because sometimes you can sit quiet for a whole year. People will still just keep going and dragging and kicking you, and you ain't even did nothing. You could say, "I'm sorry." You could cry tears and pray for them. They'll still keep doing it.
Yeah.
After so long, you ain't gonna keep spitting and kicking me. I'm gonna run out of cheeks to turn to, and I'm gonna slap your ass back.
Yeah.
You know
Well, God's still been working on me on turning the other cheek thing.
exactly.
'Cause I done tried. I told God, I said, Lord, I tried it your way, and that didn't work out for me. I ain't like that.
Right. I tried that. You get put, bam. You look, you get ready to nut up. They bam you again. Now you blanked out. It don't work. When you come to, you got police there. It don't. That part wasn't in there. Nope, that part wasn't in there. Did Blue ride a private jet to get a cheeseburger and fries from McDonald's? The people landed in that city for gas to fill up. When while they was filling up, Blue hopped off the plane to go get him a cheeseburger and fry and tried to make it seem like he was flexing.
girl. So I never did ask you, Auntie, what you think about what you think
About what?
about Carlos Krishan
Uh-oh.
going over there.
I mean, like I said, I understand it. I mean, I'm a person I forgive, but I'll forget. So, um, and I know forgiveness is for you first.
And
I'm not gonna, and I know if she wants to get where she needs to go in her journey, she has to make amends with people. And so I understand it. But do I 100% agree? No, I don't.
I don't want to agree either, but
Me neither. I don't agree.
I mean, and I
Happy
want them
birthday.
to come out and tell these trolls, uh, that's my son too. And I was seeing it.
That's your birthday
So
dance. Okay.
he was
It's
helping
my
her
baby
think,
birthday, everybody. Tell her happy birthday, y'all. She
happy
turned
birthday,
12.
sweetie.
She said
Happy
happy birthday. She said
Happy
thank
birthday,
you.
sweetie.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to
And you was and she dancing.
you. Happy birthday.
She over here dancing, okay, cutting up, okay. Okay, that's what you done with your birthday dance. Okay, love you. Happy birthday.
Uh,
Children, okay.
now Papoose have posted this dude talking about some ladies. Hold on, what did he say? Papoose is being petty. But the dude is ugly. I don't care. He is ugly to me too. He look like Roger Rabbit for real, for real.
You look like a little cracky. But
Ladies, can you imagine tricking on a ninja that look like this? Read me Sugar Mama. All my designer jewelry came with certificates with my name on it, verifying that I purchased it. Con, your jewelry? Stop lying. You've been spending my money for years. Also, the money you made was made off the music that I wrote. Heard the knockout victim said I was obsessed with him. Ninja, I beat the dog it out of you and stumped you out. You had size. ninjas with you. I was by myself. Shout out to Jack Boy Maine. He was there, and many, many others. Heard she bought the bum who never had jewelry in his life before. He met her a Rolex and that BS chain. Remy Sugar Mama.
See, they still love each other. He over there acting like Blue, and Larissa
I say
Field
this
over there
is,
acting like Jaden.
And then
this
somebody was
is
like,
this
okay,
the
Pat,
new.
we gotta
Mm.
go to work tomorrow. And then Carlisa Shields gonna say, I just told him I gotta work out tomorrow. He on one. I'm just about to go lay down.
Cause she can see, like, if you can't see yourself, that he still love that girl. I mean, come on.
They beefing. That's him and his wife. I mean, him and his wife.
But if that girl don't start paying attention to that game, she gonna lose. And she done got twisted up with some Kasiki mess and everything.
Now he putting all the music he wrote. Talking about, yeah, I wrote this too.
Cause
He's
ain't
so
that look? Ain't that many boxer females that's gonna come and fight with her? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really, yeah. And it ain't picking up for her. If you ain't got no fights, your money start drying up. Especially with the way people start
right.
getting their fancy lives.
I feel him on that. Like, come on, bro. Papoose is not the best, but this right here, mm, come on, my friend.
That's just who she got
She
caught with.
looking just like Papoose.
He
Right.
do
But
not
That's
she
what
look
I'm
fixed
saying.
it.
like
She fixed
he do
his
not
teeth.
look like Papoose. Baby,
That's what they were saying.
he do not look like Papoose.
Papoose
No.
But
look good. But
no,
it
he looked like a
depends.
cracked out
She
version of
fixed,
Papoose.
right. But she
He do
fixed his
not.
teeth.
Now, how he look like Papoose? He do not look like Papoose. No, he don't.
He looked like a little cracked out version of him.
He do not
Yeah.
look like Papoose. And Papoose
Money,
is like,
money make you look good. Shit. Let's go back to the beginning when Touchy Bangin' came out,
mm-mm.
and they was calling him the ABC man. Oh, let's not forget Papoose went through the ringer too. They talked about him like a runaway slave. They called him the ABC man. He did his thing though. He could rap his ass off. He could rap his ass off. I ain't taking nothing from him now. But money make you look good though.
But
'Cause
I mean, no, I wouldn't say he didn't. He was to me. I just feel like he had to grow into his look.
oh, okay.
Cause Papoose looked at he always like he still looked the same, but he was just young, and he looked at like my like my oldest daughter's dad. I always was like, damn, he still looked identical the same, but he looked at like an old ass man when we was younger. So now he an old ass man, he looked the same. Like
No, what I mean is, for example, when Cardi B came into the game, we seen Cardi B, the real Cardi. Now we look at her, you couldn't even tell that was the same individual.
mm, yes and no, cause Cardi's. I ain't gonna say it, but
Mm.
yes, like
You can
she's
see,
still the same.
yeah, like you can still see the same resemblance from their past, but you can see that the money upgraded them completely differently. Because if that man had money, he wouldn't be with Remy. He would give two shits about Remy. And if Papoose had money,
She would.
he wouldn't be with
She
Clarissa.
she wouldn't have, if she wouldn't have went and got that body and then she wanted a younger man, she wouldn't have messed up. Because they had
Who?
just had a baby. And they was a power couple. Now she go down, downgrade for
And
he
he had.
upgraded.
Yeah, he upgraded, but to what extent though? You
And
didn't
that girl
upgrade
gonna
that much
lose that
because she
kid
not
because
applying that pressure. She not applying that pressure because you still looking back. If she was applying that pressure, you wouldn't give a shit what Remy said. Because at this point, if I had found that one, I wouldn't give a damn what none of my exes said. You could say that the roof was on fire to my house. I wouldn't even go check.
Mm,
Because my baby mama, like, or my wife or whoever I'm with, they applying so much pressure. They got my attention. They could be on here saying whatever they want to. If it
but
affects me that much, I'm gonna put a cease and desist on you and leave it at that. Because at the end of the day, you my ex for a reason.
nephew,
Unless I still love you, huh?
but nephew, but not that's not always it because she has been saying and doing shit like Remy be sneak dissing all the time, bro, all the time.
He
And
beat the man out his clothes, Annie, and then made a diss song, and the diss song went viral.
but he beat the
what
man
you
out of his
talking
clothes
about?
because he was sleeping with his wife and they were still like he deserved that ass whooping, bro.
I think
He
that he
did.
did, but I think honestly the only reason why they apart is because of public opinion. That's the
Mm,
only reason why they apart. Because if not, he would be back over there with her saying sorry, and she'd be back over there begging him back. And
Cause she
I
know
don't
he done bought him some jury. They used that
mm-hmm,
girl. That was the play out.
know rap wise.
hmm,
You know rap wise, they're the power couple, the black love couple. But
That's what I thought.
Curly,
Who was the it was Yandy.
the goat got way more clout than Remy right now. Remy ain't got no clout
I
right now.
Remy Ma don't have no clout. She ain't got
no,
no
she
clout.
don't.
She don't got a bust
She thought
down,
she
bro.
was gonna come back with that surgery. And she had
Huh.
that baby, she had that surgery.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm,
That's when she started feeling herself.
Mhm. I told you she got arrogant.
mm-hmm. But I mean, that's a little bit of everybody, in that industry. You in a couple, when a relationship, when y'all break up, you gonna have one of the parties elevating, one of the parties, fall off.
Mm.
That I mean, I feel like that's the way it go with Holly Weird. But at the same token, I think that he still cares for her, and she still cares for him.
Mm.
They just two prideful people. Like I said earlier, he made that monster. That's why he the only one that can come out and tame her. Name one person that could tame
What
Remy.
did you say? What did you say?
He made that
He made
monster,
that monster. What you say next?
and he the
He gonna
only
be the
one that
only
can
one
tame her.
he straight.
He the only one that can tame her. You see, she
Mm,
left well enough alone. She got his attention.
he had everything set up, and she done looked up all these women. But I think that's for his show. The women who called in, but Krishan said she got mad when one of the girls said something about her baby, and he still recorded it.
Mm, that is crazy. See, same thing with them. See, Blue, he doesn't. When he gets out, I believe that that's when everything will be everything. You can't say it's the end because the person is in jail. You know what I'm saying? And normally, if this person was free, they'll be right there next to you.
Right.
Well, my prayers
There's no
is
way that
that
he ain't gonna see
my
both of
prayers.
them.
Well, my prayers is that she will not marry that boy. Because first of all, you don't even know him like that.
Uh, girl, that better be a part of that movie. That better not be no she for doing no stupid stuff.
Mm.
She
Mm,
better not.
I hope not. I
She
hope it was
fucking
just
with
her trolling.
At this point,
she fucking with Blue. She fucking with Blue.
Well, I hope so.
No, she ain't gonna do that.
It was like,
Look, you gotta take a second thought. See, she do what the fuck she wanna do.
mm-hmm.
She be doing some stupid stuff. I be like,
What the
I can
hell
put my
did she
hand.
do that for?
That's that niece that
I
I
be
used
like,
to.
why you say that?
That's that niece I be getting phone calls about at 3 in the morning. Auntie, let me tell you what
I
your
had one of those. I had one of those. Just say the damnest thing. You don't think before you say it, and you just always saying anything. And I just want to pinch her when she be out eating, and there's a whole bunch of food. She think her fork is the cleanest spoon in the building. I don't like that. I would cuss her out about that. I don't like that. Mm-mm.
Look.
And stuffing food down your throat like you. Well, I had one of those.
They just do the darndest thing sometimes, but you gotta have a person in your ear. They gotta have that person in their ear. Once you hear them say something, that immediately calls them out. They don't wait to find out if you gonna do what the hell you gonna say. They stop me. What the fuck is you talking about? Don't say no stupid shit like that no more. I understand you grown, you do what the fuck you want to do.
she start dropping all the F bombs.
Oh, but shoot, I understand. It's just, I'm sorry. Figgy ain't the lick.
He ain't it.
You was better off going to KSY.
Trust me, baby. First of all, let me tell you the type of man she is. She has a type. First of all, she has a type, but
Until they start scaring me now.
she needs her. Her sugar so.
Mm-hmm.
She need a what?
She need a soft thug, and Blue is the only soft thug you gonna really find.
You gotta get one that
She
could
said
help
she
her
looking.
family.
She said she looking for a dog.
And that's him.
Tommy, go.
Mm-hmm.
You know they gonna touch the first night they see each other.
Mm-hmm. And you talking about 3 weeks marriage. Girl, let him get out first. You don't want to go on ahead and get married and then go on and get.
It better be a part of that movie. It better not be no. She better not play with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired of fighting for her. I don't know what to do.
You go get married by him and then get pregnant by Blue. That'll be the biggest mess. I hide off the internet.
And then she talking about some he's my person because she's like your best friend. She's like your inner guy. And that's why.
Mm-hmm.
But also, the witches was at work. That's all I'm gonna say. I know why everything going the way it's going. Because of what the foundation that was set. This been going everything has been going in turmoil ever since when.
Then she went to that restaurant, into that prison.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since the restaurant opened up, ever since opening of the restaurant, Callie went.
She gonna say, I was wondering why you was talking to my daughter behind my back. Who are you? These are grown people that make their own decisions. And you gonna give your daughter an ultimatum, her livelihood, or cut off Krishan. That's not right.
Well, since you done already sold them to the highest bid,
If she
allegedly.
was right, if she was smart, I would have said, you know what? Keep that livelihood. Krishan, put me on. Because she
Yes.
told me I couldn't have a relationship with y'all if I wanted to keep my pension. So I need a job.
Mm. That was yesterday. That was day before yesterday, though.
You know
Oh,
what?
man.
What? You know what it's gonna be? Blueface gonna sit home and babysit while she go on the road to gospel.
Boo ain't gonna sit home and
And then he
babysit.
Mm-mm.
gonna work Jaden too. He gonna work
Boo
Jaden. He gonna work them too.
gonna be right there with Krishan with her
I
and
know
Mm-hmm.
Brent.
he gonna be with Deshaun. He gonna work Jaden. She gonna have to do Barbie, whatever the junk is. But
No, Krishan going. Mm-mm.
he coming out working. He ain't gonna sit still. But he got two families. That's a reality show right there.
Mm-hmm. But I think too. He don't want Krishan close to Carlissa. He don't want them cool. Want them cool like that.
I
He
think she
doesn't,
ain't got no choice.
cause
Let
she
him
gonna
get
try to
used to
take
his
it.
baby. Let him
Yeah,
get used to his baby. I don't think Carlissa hurt that baby.
I don't think she gonna hurt that baby. Not at all. But I don't think he
I think
wants
she
her
gonna be
close.
proud to have a little bitty baby and slowly introduce him to his sisters, his brother.
True, I can agree with that.
So I
But
think
then
uh I would say, can I drop him off for the fourth? And can I come by on the fourth? She be like, oh sure, sure, where the baby at? I'll sit outside. Just
I'm
don't take no pictures of him. I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
say
go in
like
her truck.
I'm gonna say like this.
I wouldn't go in
Krishan,
her house and just say we tried to kill her.
Krishan got an invitation, and it was +2. Blue will turn over the jailhouse before he let Carlissa be on that invitation. Hell no. Krishan going to BET? I just can't see that. He Blue too selfish. He don't want his mama to go with him. He was like that when he was out. He was like, I'm
Him,
proud of
I
what
ain't
she
say
doing.
say
She can
no
make a way for
purpose.
herself, but he don't want her going with him.
He ain't gonna want the baby go over there.
He'll let the baby go over there. He wouldn't like that portion of it. Blue don't really
I
care. But
wouldn't
far
want
as bringing
Krishan to go
Carlissa
over there.
around, bringing her along the ride to make money, the same type of money they make, and that was her problem last time. She wants to make money. She wasn't tripping off Jaden because Jaden was a nobody. You remember when her and Blue fell out the first time and she got her feet whipped. She put up a fuss when Krishan was laying on the kitchen floor. She said the only thing she kept yelling about and cussing you out about was you owing her some money for the restaurant. That was the first time they fell out.
Girl, why is they over there drinking like this with the baby? Oh Lord Jesus, help me stop. Child, look at this. Oh Lord, hold on.
Who is that?
Charity.
And like people now. Oh, leave it down. Baby, why is the baby in the midst of all this?
Mm-mm.
Girl, she's so happy to be with Tasiki. She don't know what to do.
Petey don't understand. You in school, partner. You not
Look at
supposed
you
to be
can't
around this type of shit.
you can't
She
hit
was
her in the ass with a red apple.
Yeah,
listen.
like he not supposed to be around this type of stuff. Like you're in college. People know that's your daughter.
Ain't that Petey little girl?
Yeah. Like people know that's your kid. She with the sister that's online that's making a complete fool of herself, dropping her baby on the floor. Thank you, Robin. Dropping the baby on the floor. The baby drooling and teething on the extension cord.
She here with a big ass Hennessy bottle in her head, talking about get it. Oh, what the hell is going on?
She gonna go out. She gonna go live later on and go off.
Yeah, my sister here and da 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 da. Look at us, y'all.
Watch y'all go. One, all three y'all go down there with China, and y'all can be happy, happy, happy. Mm-mm.
They gonna be big mad when she do her first big one on her first show on BET or whatever it is. They gonna be hot.
I know she probably doing something about some gospel
Yeah,
show.
gospel show or the celebrity this or coming on
Yeah, ain't no
Tyler Perry
tonight.
show.
What's on BET?
Huh?
What's on BET? Love stories, right?
Yep,
Oh,
type
or
huh?
it could be gospel bear. What is it? Not gospel bear. She could be performing on what's
Yeah,
that Sunday?
she probably doing something on this Sunday. But the way she said it, it's gonna be a couple of times. It might be a while.
Right. I think she might do some Sunday stuff for BET. She might do celebrity squares. Wait, that ain't BET, is it? I know BET got something like that.
BET numbers is low. Krishan coming up, she could pick up BET.
Yeah. Oh, especially. Don't let her
Yeah,
like you pick a BET audience, plus you bring your own audience. Oh yeah.
you know we gonna come.
Oh, and definitely everybody finna come up and down. They be like, okay, cool. We picked up the numbers, the show doing good or whatever she doing.
Right.
Right.
And
They pick up a little steam. But I
right,
wonder
because
what she doing now.
we've been holding up because they when they be telling their stories, they be lying. And it's like the lies be so big, like, boy, don't even try. That
The
is
lies
stupid.
you
Why
could
would you
tell.
say stuff like that?
I watched a movie called The Lies We Tell and the Secrets We Keep. That movie was crazy. But the title was even stranger once I was done watching it. I said, wait a minute, wait, what?
What happened in it? You don't remember.
It was just some, it was a Tubi movie. And you know how Tubi is.
Right.
But it was just like a little series. It was a little hood movie series, gangs and so on and so forth. But it was a lot. It was like a love movie, love type series type thing. And the lies they told though was for no reason, and the secrets they kept was crazy. You just be like, what the hell? Yeah, but it's on Tubi. The lies we tell and the secrets we keep. That is crazy.
Mm-mm.
Also, mm-mm-mm. But yeah, Annie, I'm gonna get on out of here because I gotta lay on down. I'm tired from last night.
Hell no, you
Uh,
not. That was a bone.
thank you for letting me come up.
Sure, anytime.
All
One
right,
love,
love you, Annie.
love Love you too, nephew. Well, we about to get up out of here, y'all. We just that same on here. We be talking behind the scenes, and I said, well, why don't we just go in front of the camera? And y'all know I done got back home, got my stuff together, and crawled in the bed. So y'all know what's next. Okay. Well, good night. Happy whose birthday? Whose birthday? Who said their birthday? Well, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it was. And I will catch y'all later. Check y'all in the next video. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, please. Love y'all. Peace.
Love it, you know I'm perfect. So go ahead, drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Get to taking that off me. Yeah. 'Cause I got the plug, I made the cup clean. Talking late night, boy.